So I was just trying to get back into live feeding here. Forgot how to do a lot of this stuff, but I've been doing pretty good. I'm pissed off at what's going on with our country, and I'm tired of people not standing up. And yeah, it sucks that what's going on in this country, and people don't even realize it. They don't they don't read the Constitution. They don't read the Federalist Papers. It's sickening what's going on in this country right now. I get pissed off every day. I hate turning on the news anymore. But anyway, everything's been going good here where I'm at. I'm in an undisclosed bunker in Washington State instead of Oregon. Um, lost about 20 pounds. Been walking Remo every night, and uh, where I'm at, there was a free total gym. The Chuck Norris, you see it on TV. I've been using that every day for 20, 30 minutes every day. So trying to build back everything because I'm going to try to volunteer where I went to high school at, and coach wrestling. Try to get back into coaching wrestling again. It's been 30 years since I've coached wrestling, but I want to get back into that. I got to get in shape to do that. So I mean, there's only one person knows where I'm at, and that's my buddy, Navy buddy. So anyway, thought more people would show up. Got one person here. Hello, how you doing? If you want to join, you can click that link there. Um, I forgot what time's good to go live on the West Coast. I'm not even sure if I have that many people that are interested since I was gone so long. But oh, there's a new comment. Wow, Zanti Misfit, how you doing? I don't think I've seen you in any of my live feeds ever, so welcome in. Is there any topic you want to talk about? Throw it in the comments here, because I mean I'm literally just pissed at what's going on with this country. I'm embarrassed for this country. As a veteran, it's I didn't serve this country to see what's going on now. It's just disgusting. And I mean, there's only one guy I talk to about it, and he knows who he is. Um, been waiting for days for been waiting for days for what? You want to talk about Trump and all this bullshit about what's going on with Trump? I say he just disregards, doesn't even show up. They can come arrest him. He'll have Secret Service in jail if they put him in jail. So I mean, this is a freaking banana republic, which I said, you know, shit last year. It's just a banana republic, man. It's freaking crazy what's going on in this country right now. That's why I'm starting to look into running for Congress here. I probably don't have a chance because no name recognition would be going up against a CW4 Chief Warrant Officer 4, former helicopter pilot, Green Beret. He lost last or in 2022. So Richmond, north of Richmond. Yeah, I haven't heard that yet, man. I gotta look that up because I saw it on Newsmax tonight, and I was like, shit, they can't play it on Newsmax, I guess, for copyright reasons or something. But yeah, John Rich was on. Uh, he was on Newsmax tonight, and they were talking about that song. So I gotta look that up. It's been a long time. I haven't had internet here for quite a few months, and I'm gonna go. This probably in the next week get a laptop. I'm trying to narrow down which laptop I want, whether I want to go with a Chromebook, which I don't know, Google, but I guess they all spy on you. But I'm more familiar with Windows or Apple, but Apple is just. I went to Costco yesterday, and Apple laptops are just ridiculously priced. But Richmond, north of Richmond. Okay, I'm gonna type that in tonight before I go to bed and check that out. But thanks for showing up, man. There's three people in here, and I guess nobody wants to comment. What do you want to talk about, Richmond, north of Richmond? I don't know much about the song. I just heard about it today. So it's all good, man. Was waiting for my Navy buddy to show up. Thought he'd be driving home, and yeah, they can play and gang and yeah. Well, I don't. I mean, literally, I'm a rock guy, so uh, some countries okay. I mean, what was that? What was that? Who wrote that song? I'm gonna put a boot up your ass. Back in 2001, that was fucking awesome, patriotic song. But yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's been going on online. Oliver Anthony. Okay, hey, there's Mouthpiece Me. There's my buddy. I knew he'd show up. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to talk about anymore because I'm just so disgusted with the way this country is going. And there's only one thing we could do is instead of complaining is take action, right? Take action. Get out and I'm in a different state now, so I've been talking to a lot of people. They're pissed off, and I try to get them to, say, from Oregon to Washington. I talk to a lot of people when I'm out, especially walking the dog and stuff, and they're pissed off, but they don't want to do anything. And I'm just getting pissed off at people, citizens that don't even know history. It pisses me off. I know Mouthpiece Media over on Rumble. I've been offline for so long. I was checking out one of his about the parallel economy tonight, and was listening to that because you can always learn something, right? You can always learn something from other people. So anyway, I know you're probably on your way home there, Mouthpiece Media, but I put the link up there. Anybody, all the way up to the top, if anybody wants to come in and shoot the breeze like we used to years ago. Brandon Herrera, where's that at? And what state is that? Is that Texas or not sure? I've never heard of that guy. I'd like to look into him. I mean, there's a lot of guys. I mean, Chris Christie. I mean, I'm gonna get into politics tonight. So, Chris Christie, what a fat slob. Nobody remembers Bridgegate there. Oh, Texas. That's what I thought. Somewhere down there. Good. Texas, man. Shit, if it wasn't so hot and so many tornadoes and the dry periods and stuff, it might be a good place to live. But I hear from I used to watch a guy who was a former Air Force and then MP, and then he was a cop in Sacramento area, and he said that property taxes down in Texas just suck. They're higher, I guess, but it's just one person's opinion. So I don't know, man. I think South Dakota is going to be the place to go because I don't know if anybody watches or has Dish or Direct TV or anything, but man, hey, uh, Mouthpiece Media, you're missing out, man. Christy Nome is doing commercials now saying, "Hey, move to South Dakota," and they are hot, man. She's my favorite. It used to be Lauren Boebert was my favorite person, but now it's Christy Nome. She's just so beautiful. James for U.S. Senator from California. Well, run, dude. I'm gonna do it. I've already started looking into it, man. Who do you think in 2020? Oh, Putin or Xi Jinping? No, neither one. Good comment though. I get you. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's and what's Zanti mean? Not sure what that means, but okay, that's cool. All right, it's a new person here, so welcome in, and I mean all's good up here, and James for U.S. Senator from California. I'm gonna hold you to that, buddy. I'm gonna hold you to that. Just like you need to hold me accountable for me running for Congress. I'm not gonna run for a senator though. I'm gonna try to run for just a congressional seat. So, well, I mean, Putin might be better. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm a older guy, Planet Zanti reference Outer Limits. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. So you watched Outer Limits. Awesome. My buddy Mouthpiece and I we've talked in the past about. We never talked about Outer Limits, but we talked about the Twilight Zone because we like to watch that. So that's awesome, man. God. Hey, and Mouthpiece, I finally found Me TV, man. So I'm gonna have to start watching that at night. It was a Saturday that Twilight Zone's on, so I'll check that out. Christy could be my wife, but she probably won't get divorced. Sad face. Yeah, or exactly. Same with Lauren Boebert. She's got 4 kids, but they're still both hot. But Christy Nome is kind of pulling ahead, in my opinion, just because of the commercials I'm seeing, and she's looking gorgeous. Sorry for all you ladies, but us guys like women. Uh, hey, Mouthpiece, we gotta get up here someday and do a live feed. I was checking out your Rumble channel today because I've been off for so long. So um, that one I was watching, I made a comment on it, but it was like an hour and 11 minutes or something. Yeah, Me TV. Yeah, cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My dad watches a lot of Grit TV, and they play a lot of the older 50s stuff, cowboy shows and stuff that I mean, I grew up on that stuff. It's pretty funny. Gene Autry, and I don't think they have Lone Ranger. I used to watch that when I was a kid, but hey, whatever. It's better than the TV they're putting out today, that's for sure. And I have to get with you, Mouthpiece Media. We got to do a live feed here since I'm kind of getting back into this. Um, Not sure about Rumble yet. I'm not even sure. I should ask you. I don't know how you're going live on Rumble, man. I don't know if you paid or what. I'll talk to you about that offline, but that's cool, man. That's cool. Disappointing thing is that video I watched was 2 weeks old. So, anyway, let's roll, buddy. I think Donald Trump will be Kari Lake. Yeah, I think it's going to be Kari Lake, to be honest with you. I really do. And I'm sorry. I was, last year I was for Ron DeSantis, but what a jackass. And Vivek has a lot of good things to say, but I'm kind of, yeah, he's said some stuff that I don't like lately. And you can I only see that since I haven't been online, I see on Newsmax, they play comments, which, it's like all the shit going on with Joe Biden, man. Holy crap. And people, they keep saying there's no evidence. It's like, there's a plenty of evidence. Shit. And what is McCarthy doing? He ain't doing shit. Frickin' impeach his ass just like they did to Trump. Just take it to the floor, take a vote, and we'll find out who all the rhinos in Congress are. And for anybody that's listening to this new, I am not a Republican. I'm a conservative, independent. So I left the Republican Party in 2005. I got fed up with George Bush, because the whole, the Iraq War and Afghanistan War just pissed me off because we had all these veterans, and there was no objective, there was no end goal. And Mouthpiece can tell you, I mean, this is when you're in the military, it's about here's an objective, here's how we're going to do it, we're going to complete the objective, and then we're going to move on. It just pissed me off. 20 years, in Afghanistan, and what 2000, well, both Iraq and Afghanistan, over 2,500, 3,000 of our soldiers dead. I mean, what did we accomplish? And I mean, how Joe pulled out of Afghanistan, what a freaking embarrassment. And when I was watching that, I'm just going to comment here because when I was watching that, my little brother, who Lieutenant Colonel in the Air Force, he was a C-17 pilot, and I was checking the tail codes and everything to make. I was like, shit, that could be my brother taking off and people flying off his plane, jumping off his plane. Fucking pisses me off, man. Try not to use bad language anymore, but hey, it is what it is. But I've been staying pretty busy here with tending the garden, picking berries. I just did more pick more blueberries today and washed them off, dried them out, put them in the freezer, and then put them in a bag. I already did that with the raspberries. Uh, I'm gonna have to say this. I'll tell Mouthpiece Media this because he's an Italian. Okay, we got a guest here. Okay, add to stream. Is this who I think it is? Hello, are you on mute?
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, I was just gonna. I mean, this is just off the cuff, whatever. But hey, I made yesterday. I made. Did I? I don't remember if I told you this or not, but I made red sauce and
yeah, you
my.
told me the whole deal. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I wasn't sure, but yeah, it was like
So
Dad went
fancy.
back for seconds and stuff. So I'm gonna make some tomorrow, I think, because the tomatoes are growing nuts. So, what are you up to, man? Did you get through
Uh,
the hurricane there, or the tropical depression, or whatever it was when it hit you?
yeah, it came right over us, but was moving really quickly. So, yep,
Cool.
yep, yep. But it's wonderful rainbows and unicorns down here in Southern California. So, it's the blue paradise and lots of rainbows and unicorns and
Yeah, and I mean, we talk about this offline, but do you?
in 72 all the fucking time. So, fuck, we
Hey,
got nothing to complain about. I get free fucking government cheese and everything else. Fuck.
yeah. Hey, do you think they're gonna
Yeah.
replace Biden with Gavin Newsom
What's that?
eventually? You think they're gonna like kick Biden out, and then Gavin Newsom is gonna come in and save the day because they don't want Kamala, right?
Yeah, well, I think there'll be a play. There's a lot of
You're cutting out, man.
yeah. There's a lot of hold on. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about that on alternative media all over the place. But
Yeah, because you follow all that stuff, right?
oh yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
why don't you?
There's
Why don't, I mean,
really strong. I mean, strong. And from a censorship standpoint, black vehicles showing up in your driveway kind of stand. There's a lot of strong rhetoric going on about that, about what might
mm,
happen. And I don't want to say it here, but I mean, you can figure out the math on it, but it's pretty significant and pretty probably profound. But as a way to push Kamala out of the way and install Newsom, I don't know. I think they're really worried. I mean, the guy is falling asleep at memorial services in Maui. He's
yeah,
falling asleep
yeah.
on camera. Come on, come on.
Did you see the comments he made in Maui talking about
Yeah,
his fire and his '67 Corvette and shit? And it was just like, there's still a
yeah,
thousand people missing, unaccounted for. What the hell are you doing, dude?
yeah,
Dumbass. But
yeah.
freaking liberals
He's
just keep, man.
well. I don't know if people know, but um, 60,
Oh
almost
wait,
60.
hang on a second, Zanti. Exactly. Look at that comment, man. That was what I was talking to my dad about tonight. Because
Let's
they're
see.
bringing back COVID.
Yeah.
On the local Portland news, are they're talking about oh, COVID's coming back, and we have a case here in Washington, tuberculosis, and it's like, I mean, it's like North Vancouver and Minnehaha, and then there was uh, and we tuberculosis, that's been gone forever. And where do you think this shit's coming from? It's coming from the freaking illegal immigrants, man.
Yeah.
Since Portland and I mean Washington State, Seattle. I mean they're sanctuary cities and states and shit. So it's like, duh. What do you think was going to happen, idiots? You
Well,
know.
they've already started they've a couple universities and colleges have already um, give notice out to their what do you call them, alumni, that in September, I think, or shortly, some of them are already doing it, but they're already starting to bring back mask mandates.
Oh
I
yeah,
saw that today.
yeah. I've
I'm
seen
on.
rumors about that. Yeah, yeah.
Well, no, it's
But
not rumors. It's true. They're I'm
no,
on Gab.
I'm just saying on
Gab
you
is my
because
shit, man.
I watch Borders Brothers. What's T? I was just reading comment here, but man, that one about they're gonna have man. I've been thinking of that for a long time. They're gonna COVID's coming back, and sorry guys, here in Washington and Oregon, we have mail-in ballots, which it's like, I mean, and of course, Republican or conservative will never win in these two states, not alone, let alone the state that Mouthpiece Media, lives in. It's just not going to happen, man. Uh,
Californication.
yeah.
Californication. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
unicorns. Yeah. Look, yeah.
Red hot chili peppers, man. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Thanks for showing up, and I mean, I got really pissed today. I mean, I went and worked out for a while, and then I took the dog for a walk, and I just kept getting more pissed the more I thought about shit when I was walking, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna. And sorry for emailing you. I sent you 2 emails, and then I remembered what I was asking you, so sorry about that. That won't
Did you
happen
send it
again.
to Gmail or Proton?
Proton, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Proton.
Yeah, because you have so many damn emails. I don't know what, but
Oh,
I mean,
I only used to one on Gmail and one on.
yeah,
And next, you're
yeah.
going to tell me I created and screwed up too many YouTube channels. I already know that. You
No,
don't need
no,
to tell
no,
me
no, 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 no. I'm cool. I mean,
that. I already know
shit,
that.
dude, man. No,
Pissed
I
off.
was watching your Rumble stuff tonight. Made
Oh,
a
you were?
comment on
Okay.
yeah. Watched the last one you put up 2 weeks ago. You know,
Yeah.
if you're gonna run for Senate in California, man, you gotta start getting out there, man. Which is what I'm
Well,
gonna
I'm
try
on
to
the
do.
Gab, man. Gab is my shit, man. Gab
Yeah,
platform.
yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. Why don't you shout out your Gab channel? I mean, for people that watch this, not that probably too many people will watch it,
Yeah, my
because I been away for so long. But yeah, throw it out,
well,
man.
my group, my profile is capital letters JC, the @ symbol, and Resilient Republic, all one word. JC, capital JC, @ symbol, Resilient Republic, all one word. And that's my profile on Gab. I also have oh shit, I don't know how many fucking groups. Let's see. The main group that I've got there that I've actually got a couple people to come on over is Freedom and Prosperity Forum. The links are, I think, the first of my new series on parallel economies there on Rumble. The first
Yeah.
video, I have all the links, comments there for all my Gab stuff and YouTube channel. All that stuff is there. So if you go to Mouthpiece Media, all one word on Rumble, that's my Rumble channel, Mouthpiece Media. It's got a little orange circle with like a radio tower in the center of it. That's but thanks for letting me do that. I don't.
Absolutely, man. Because we got to get more people involved, right? Somehow,
Well,
and taking this break, being away from, social media for like what 6 months probably now. I feel a lot better. I'm getting more healthy. I've lost 20 pounds. I'm feeling good, and it's like, it does, because I'm tending the garden and we got blueberries and raspberries and stuff. And it doesn't take that much land for people to grow stuff in, right?
right.
Talking about the parallel economies, and I know we've talked about this, but I mean, shit, I probably got 20, 25 quarts of blueberries, and I mean, they're in the freezer right now, and probably, I don't know, about the same amount of raspberries I picked a month ago. They're in the freezer, and it's just, this is like free food, man. You plant something, and it just comes up,
Well, I don't know if I said it.
Especially berries.
Well, I don't know if I said it to you before. I may have, but just by doing what you're doing, and again, I'm not going to say where you're at or anything like that. That's your business.
Yeah.
Where you're at and being able to have that part of self-sufficiency with a food supply growing, growing right next to you there, or on your, in the property or whatever. Just having that available to you is, how many, like, just from a perspective point, how far up the positive curve you are compared to most people in America. But there's more
Yeah,
and more people having
I
gardens now.
mean,
So,
but I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I'll let everybody know. I mean, I got in a bad place, right? And I had to change that bad place to a good place. And man, working the ground and planting stuff and tending it, and then picking it and harvesting it, and then cooking it because I cooked again tonight. It's like everything was from the garden, man. Shit, it's freaking awesome. And there's apple trees here and an apple pear tree here, and I went out and picked some apple pears today, which I got to figure out how to can. I gotta now. I'm back online. I can go research all this stuff. Yeah, I mean it doesn't take much land to grow food, man. You know,
yeah.
going along the parallel economies thing. Because shit, the debt is out of control, and we're coming up on another vote here, and what are they going to do? They're going to spend a continuing resolution, and it's going to be 4,000 pages long, and it's just going to send us further in debt because I'm sorry, man, I'm not a Republican, but they have no freaking spine, man.
Oh yeah. Well, don't get me started on that shit. I can talk for at least 3 hours on that shit. But
Yeah, no, I know. We could do a whole thing on that. I know. Yeah.
it's a private club. I'll just shorten it and say it's a private club. They do what they want, and you and me and other people and Commodores just don't really matter. I mean, what do they do during COVID, during January 6th shit, during all that shit, the summer of love in 2020 with all the black hoodie people? What did they do? They put a fucking metal. I'm sorry,
Yeah, no,
they
you're
put
fine. You're fine.
metal barriers up around where? Around the halls of Congress and around the White House and everything else.
Yeah.
So it's like you
Well,
guys, you can't come in here. This is not
yeah,
your house.
right,
This is your
right.
tax dollars paid for this, but you don't matter.
Yeah, and,
They just
and
block it
nobody
off.
remembers, I mean because I was living in Oregon, now I'm in Washington, but close to Portland, but nobody remembers that they were lighting the federal courthouse downtown Portland on fire, man. And you would
Yeah.
not believe the crime in Portland. It's almost getting as bad as Chicago now.
Yep.
It is ridiculous.
So
And people don't stand up. That's my biggest thing that I'm going to try to figure out how to do is motivate people to actually stop complaining all the time and actually freaking do something. Otherwise, this country is going to go to shit. We're already freaking banana republic, in my opinion. My
I'll tell you
host,
what. I'll tell
man.
you what, man. And this is. I'm not really trying to plug because I'm not that. I'm the same way as you. I don't really give a shit. But I'm not really trying to promote myself or beat my chest here. But first video I did on the Rumble channel was the fundamental foundation shit about parallel economies, and
Yeah, I know.
what I
Yeah.
mentioned in there was get out of the house, get off the
Yep.
couches. If you got to have meetings in your garage, in your basement, and have a backyard barbecue with your neighbors,
Get out and
it's got
walk
to
your
start
dog and
there.
start talking to people and
Yeah,
put
man.
away.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but even my little brother's kids, when they, I mean, we watched their dogs and they came back, and I'm not gonna say what they did, but it's like they're on their freaking tablets and shit. It's like, no, let's go out and run. I'm gonna grace you or something. It's like, holy crap,
Yeah,
man, these kids these days. Yeah, he's my brother, but it's like, man, dude, you need to restrict your kids from, um, you know, using so much tablet time. Sorry, that's my opinion.
yeah.
He can like it or leave it. Whatever.
Well,
But
I think the interactive interchange, thinking, connecting, all those things. We've been preaching that on and off with our
oh
stuff. We've
man,
been
I mean,
preaching.
for anybody that's watching this, go back and watch some of my live feeds with me and other people and Mouthpiece Media. You'll get informed and see what we've been trying to do for what has it been, like 3 years, 4 years, three
Like
three
4
years?
years now. I don't know,
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, we've been trying to push this on different platforms, different social media, and people just don't get it, man. You know,
Well, the
I
thing,
don't get it.
well,
I
the
don't
thing
get it.
that frustrates the shit out of me, and you know, sometimes that frustration shit comes out of my mouth,
Oh, it does
in
me
some
too, man.
ways.
Yep.
But the thing that frustrates me is, you know, that's why I'm doing things we're in a different format on Rumble now, because it's more of an informative, but I'm also incorporating the, you know, what you do normally typically call the call to action. You know, that's like,
Yeah.
hey folks, this is what we're trying to build. This is the structure. This is the foundation. I give you some fine points. Now go take it and have meetings in your garage, or go to Denny's and have meetings, or, you know, go down to the city park or the county park and go have meetings. You know, get people together. You know, get on the Zello channel, use the Zello app, get on the Gab, get on whatever you want to do. But the connections are key, man. You know, and that's the
Yeah.
same with running for Congress, for doing anything like that. I mean, you got to have connections. You got to have, you
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
be able
Yep.
to do that. So yeah.
Yeah,
So without it,
absolutely, man. You know, I mean, I know you have had zero success like I had, but I mean, I really appreciate you at least do. I mean, I remember that one video you put up that was, who was that lady that was talking there? I think it was at some kind of meeting. I mean, thousands of people there, and YouTube took it down, man. What was that? It was about COVID, right?
yeah.
Oops,
Oh yeah. That's
I said the bad
so.
word here, but
That's when
whatever.
I went
I
to.
don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, that's when I went to. I went to the rally up in Vista, California, with Peggy Hall, and
Yeah, Peggy Hall. That's right. Yeah, I forgot. It's been a
the
while, but
Healthy
yeah,
American,
yeah, yeah,
and yeah, they took that down because they called it medical misinformation. So
yeah. And did you see? Well, the latest news I saw, they even report on the local news that YouTube's get even worse on medical misinformation. And
oh
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
amazing, because COVID's making a comeback, and YouTube's gonna crack down. It's like, scratching your head.
yep, yep,
Yeah, things are starting to, come back together.
yep,
But
yep.
we got three people in here now. If you want to
Cool,
chime
man.
in, get into get into chat. If you want to come up, if you were, I know I got to build my channel back up, but been gone a long while. But if you want to get up, StreamYard links all the way up the top. Come in. I miss all the
Yep.
guys. I mean, all the people we used to talk to like 2.5 years ago. Remember how
Yep.
good that was, man?
Yeah,
Shit, I met
man.
a
Yeah.
lot of people there, man. I'm still in contact with. So,
Yep. Well, you know, it's good to.
unfortunately, I met you, and that just turned out like crap. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
we were too I don't know what the word is, but too forward or to be nice when we were in those
Well,
chats.
too
Remember that?
bold. We're too bold, man.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
back to Campfire PMA. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No, I know, man. I wish you would bring Campfire back, man. Yeah, definitely.
Dude, I'll lose the 80 people that have subscribed to my channel now, man. I'll lose them all.
Yeah, I mean, I
That
didn't
was
really
like,
like the.
yeah, that was like
Oh,
major smash mouth, man. Smash
yeah,
mouth in your face. You know?
yeah. People don't like that shit, man. I don't get it. It's like they're so comfortable in their own world, and they don't want to even. They're like, having their hands over their ears, going, nah, 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 nah. I don't believe what's going on, blah 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 blah. I mean, with the
Yeah,
economy, I mean, fucking interest rates, man. Shit.
yeah.
Holy fuck, man. I would not want to be buying a house now, Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. But it's okay. I'm just going to keep slaving away.
Yeah.
I mean, people are just like, I'm going to be a slave. And my dad and I were talking about it tonight. Well, the situation with this and why I'm here. But, it was like, what happened to I mean, oh my God, forbid. Bill's talking about one parent income, right? Like when we grew up, my mom was always well. I'm sorry about that. I'll reserve that comment for you, but it's like my mom was always home. My dad made enough money to supply us. We didn't even know we were like lower middle class. I mean, being a army brat, he didn't make a lot of money, but
Yeah.
it's like two people. And local news in Portland, it's almost 2,000 a month for child daycare. It's like, what the
Oh,
fuck, man?
yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit! How do you afford that?
Oh,
And then the rent, in Portland in this area is like, I mean, it's not as bad as like San Francisco or New York or anything like that, but it's like, how the fuck do people even live, man?
yeah. Well, come on down here,
Government.
bro. Come on down here and try to make it down here. You know.
Yeah,
You know the deal.
there's no way, dude. No, no way.
Median price for a home is 800K down here. That's the median price, and rents are. If you could find anything under $2,000 a month, you're doing well.
Yeah,
For
that's ridiculous. Because I mean, like, I mean, when I got, I mean, when I was 92 when I got out of the army, my first, it was with my first wife. We rented a place. And it was like $450 a month, man. 2 bedroom, full bath and big living room and kitchen and stuff. And it was like, shit. I mean, damn.
yeah,
People don't realize, how expensive shit's got. They just keep working and slaving away and going, yeah, okay, I'm pissed off, and it's like, isn't there a time in our history? I'm not going to go there, but back in the late 1700s where people got fed up. I mean,
yeah,
geez, my story with the VA. I mean, holy shit. And,
yeah.
I called, our Congresswoman, Marie Glusenkamp Perez, and they, last week, and just for everybody there, they closed the damn case. And I'm like, it's not closed. You need to reopen that case. Because as soon as I contacted my congressman, the VA sent me a letter and I got a phone call. But guess what happened? Zero! Nothing.
Well,
There was no
it's a
follow
game.
up other than it's
It's
just pissed me
it's
off,
the hurry
man.
up and wait. It's the hurry up and wait game. It's the it's
Yeah, it's
the
like being back in the military, man.
just like it's very
Yep.
similar. Yeah.
Hurry up and wait,
Yeah.
man. Yep.
Well,
Yep. Yep.
hey, I'm gonna mute my mic for a second. You know why? Because I've just finished parking.
No,
So
that's
I'll be
fine,
back
dude.
on.
Thanks for
I'll be
coming
back
up.
on.
You don't have to. Okay, you can
Yeah.
come back in. I'm gonna stay. I'm just gonna ramble on here for a while and see what
Okay.
happens.
I'm gonna bug out, and then I'll come
Yeah,
back up.
no
And
worries.
green
Take
room.
care of the
Okay.
pup, man. Yeah, take
Yeah.
care of the
Well,
pup,
you just
buddy.
take care
Yeah.
of me a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, no problem, bud.
Thank-
Thanks, man. So anyway, there's another person here. I'm not sure, but I want to say thanks to Zanti Misfit. He had a good comment earlier. I'm gonna highlight that one. Well, they're gonna have another COVID outbreak, and mail-in ballots are gonna be used again. Yeah. The thing about that is the whole thing about 2020. I know they're trying to relive it and stuff, and Trump's getting indicted for it, but governors can't make changes to the election laws. It has to be the legislature, and that happened in Pennsylvania and Arizona. And people don't read their damn constitution. Article 2, right there, it says state legislatures have that power and nobody else. It's just, I don't know why people are so stupid, man. If you're watching, go read your damn constitution. It's not that long. There's a free app. Go to the app store, click on, just search Constitution. There's your Constitution right there. And some of them are pretty good because they have, there's like more info, and then you can read about the history and stuff. But, and, I mean, shit. I mean, I did 84 videos on the Federalist Papers, and I didn't have much comments on that. And I suggest you go read Common Sense by Thomas Paine and the Federalist Papers. Okay, and just read your damn Constitution. You should read it at least once a week. It's not that hard. It's not like reading, 66 books of the Bible. I mean, geez, it's your country. You need to take it back. Holy crap, people. Stop sitting on your ass and do something. My buddy there, Mouthpiece Media, he's gonna run for Senate. I'm literally gonna run for Congress here in Washington. Um, I'm just tired of this shit. I am so tired of people being lazy and complacent, and just complaining about everything, and they don't do anything. It pisses me off. I mean, it's like I'm going to do it tomorrow again. If your local news is not covering what's going on with Biden, call your damn local media station. I did this shit back in 2020 during the riots. And I got frustrated. I called the local news stations in Portland because I was watching all the Antifa videos and live videos and stuff, live streams, and called them and say, hey, well, they have a hotline. Call this number, to give us new information. And I would call, and hey, there's something going down on, Alder Street in Portland, or, it's down on Front Street or whatever. And they're like, we're aware of it, but they never freaking covered the riots that much. Yeah, exactly. There, I'm going to highlight that one. That's why the Second Amendment is under attack. Disarms people. Well, shit, dude. Washington, Oregon, and then the Illinois Supreme Court just upheld their assault weapons ban. And there's a law, Measure 114 in Oregon, and then I lived in Washington like in '87 through, or late '87 through 89 before I went in the military. But yeah, they got kind of the similar thing, a magazine ban and assault weapons ban, and they're still in the courts, which, I mean, that's another thing that pisses me off. It takes so much time to, the First Amendment, you have a right to, um, you know, talk about your grievances with the government. And I called the local representative here in my, District 3 here I think it's District 3 in Washington, because I'm still learning about Washington. But I called them. I called DC first. And of course, they're out of session in DC, and I'm like, yeah, duh, I know that. And so I called the local rep in Vancouver, local office, and they're like, well, she's not available. And I'm like, well, what's it going to take for me to get in to talk to my representative, with my problems with the VA? I already have a case number for that. What the hell is it going to take? Well, I'm sorry, she's out doing this, and the next meeting is in Toledo, Washington. I'm like, shit, man, that's like freaking 100 miles away. It pisses me off, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired of this bullshit, weak, meek people, man. That they're just cowards, freaking cowards. It's time to stand up and start talking to people. I don't care. I don't care if they don't agree with you or not. You gotta state your opinion if you're a true American. That's what the First Amendment's about. The government can't control your speech. I don't care if it's in church. I don't care if it's at the grocery store. I mean, there's somebody I know. Yeah, exactly. ATF thinks they can make laws without Congress. Hell no. Yet job Fed boys. Yeah, that's right. That's a branch that Congress created in the executive branch. And second, or First Amendment of the Constitution, or the first article of the Constitution, lays out everything. The funding has to go through the House. Every spending bill. You can't just. They make laws. The executive branch doesn't make laws. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people may get a little bit rubbed wrong on this, but a lot of presidents have used executive action, which is or executive orders. Just go search EO, on the WhiteHouse.gov. I mean, you're going to see a lot of shit, and it goes back to President Washington. But it's like, it's just a runaround of the legislature, which in Article 1 of the Constitution, go fucking read your Constitution. It says it right there. They make the laws, not the executive branch, and this whole bullshit about, the Supreme Court's the last word, and it's like bullshit. There's three equal branches of government, right? And they all put checks on each other. And I'm glad, the Republicans right now are, doing some good and they're digging up some stuff, but they should, God, I don't know if you guys are Republican, Democrat, or whatever, but I remember in 2010, the Tea Party movement, they were going to repeal Obamacare and all this shit. What did they do? They didn't do fucking crap, man. They didn't do shit. And that's why, that's one of the reasons why I left the Republican Party in 2005. But it's like, be a constitutionalist, man. Be a constitutionalist. But that's a great comment there, Zanti. ATF thinks they can make laws. Yep. Yep, exactly. And that's the problem with this country. Most people don't understand, the history of this country, let alone the Constitution. I mean, I had to take, when I was in high school in Illinois, because I did my first 3 years of high school in Illinois before I moved to my dad moved to Washington after he retired from the military. But we had to take. I mean, it was history. History freshman year. I always took a history class. I took a history class when I was in the military over in Germany. It was free. All I had to do was buy the book, and it was a great class. I just can't stand lazy people that are uninformed. Sorry, I had the flu this weekend too, so I may sniff a little bit. But yeah. And we had, it was not yesterday. Yeah, yesterday and the day before, where I'm at, it's southwest Washington, really close to Mount St. Helens, I would say. But we had a lot of the Canadian smoke come down, and it was really freaking eerie looking, and the sun was orangish red. You can look at it with your eyes, which kind of gave me a flashback to 2020 down there in Oregon, where I was at. It was, what is that? The air quality index was like 695, and it looked like Mars, and I was just getting a flashback to that. So, but hey, anybody? There's 5 people in here now, so if you want to go, come on into the chat. Mouthpiece is going to be back. The link is the first comment in the comment section. So I think Zanti's got a good opinion there. We could talk about that. I mean, I don't know who the head of the ATF, or if it's temporary guy right now or not. I mean, they try to pull all this shit all the time, man. Anything to go against the Second Amendment, and I'm, sorry, it doesn't. Second Amendment, if you go read it, it doesn't say anything about you can't own a gun if you're a felon, or you can't own a gun if you're a drug user. No, read the Constitution, and it's literal. That's why, it's like they're going after Justice Thomas. Yeah, I remember that. I was in Germany at the time. We got asked over in Germany. I was a kid. Yep, 1980. I was 10 years old. Yep. And man, I don't know where you're from, but I'm up close to Mount St. Helens, but you still go up there. There's still ash piled, 50 feet high up there from when they cleaned up all that stuff. But yeah, it's, it used to be a beautiful mountain. Now it's a mountain, and then it's cut off at the top because I climbed it back in 90. I think it was 93. Me, my dad, and my brother climbed it, and I think the peak that we got to was 8,300 feet. It was a kind of a rough climb, that's for sure. The last probably 1,000 feet was all ash. Yeah, ATF guys, a doodle bug or something. Yeah, probably. Yeah, the Biden administration. Anybody can pick a Trump, or Reagan or whatever. They could pick their little things here and there, but holy crap, I mean, you still got an Astrar? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I had some when I was in Germany, and then I don't remember what happened with it. I mean, it was so shit. That was 43 years ago, so I don't remember where it went. But what was I talking about? Just I mean, oh god, it just pisses me off that people are so fucking lazy. And I hate to use cuss words, but people are fucking lazy. They're too complacent. Um, you know, not to mention all the people that are on the government assistance. And the only thing I ever got assistance with from the government was a VA loan. That's it. Zero, nada. Never took any money from the government ever, and I will never. And then, hey, how about all those illegals? Eric Adams up there in New York City, sanctuary city, and now they're bitching about it and complaining. And God, man, this country, man, I'm sorry, it's a fucking banana republic, upside down. This is not what I joined the military for. This is not what my dad served for. He didn't do two tours of Vietnam for this. My grandfather didn't go to world. Both of my grandfathers didn't go into World War II for this shit. And my great grandfather that fought well, he was an American citizen, but he went over back to Italy and fought the Hungarians, and they did not fight for this shit that's going on now. And when are the men of this country going to get some big fucking cojones and fucking stand up and say, I'm not putting up with this anymore? I don't care if you call me a transphobe. I don't care if, homophobe. Fuck. Geez, that'll probably get me canceled right off, YouTube here. But this whole, I mean, I could go in. I mean, I've been away a long time, and there's a lot of stuff I feel like I want to talk about, and got to organize all that shit. But I mean, this whole shit with transgender crap. Fuck you, YouTube. I don't give a shit, dude. It's insane. Why are you castrating boys? And I think, yeah, they did pass it in Oregon where it's a right for children in high school, well, below 18, to get a gender transition without their parents. And it's like, you can't vote, you can't drink beer, you can join the military, but you have to have your, parents' permission. I mean, it's just fucking, what the hell fuck happened to this country, man? And why are you sitting on your ass and doing nothing? Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Hang on a second here. I think I got a guest here coming back. Okay, there's Mouthpiece Media ad to stream. Sorry, man. Hang on a second. I'm catching up on comments. I'm just fucking pissed, man. When it comes to the border, I think they should. I mean, I don't think piranhas would live in the Rio Grande, but they should put fucking alligators in it, man. Problem solved. And I've said this before on other live streams. Make it a damn military training area. Have A-10s and Apaches just fucking doing bombing and firing over. Problem solved, man. Done. Over. Anyway, sorry, man. I was on a big time rant there. You still there, JC?
Yeah, what's up, man? What's up?
I just been going off for a while.
Yeah,
I'm back. Yeah. I'm back.
You're back. Yeah. Well, it's good, man.
Yeah, I just got to start. My battery on my phone, which I'm gonna get a laptop for sure next week. I'm gonna start doing some video editing and stuff. Back to the old days when I used to put out good content. So.
Yep. Well, you did do that. You had like over 1,000 videos, didn't you, or something? I don't know.
No, I had 1,050 subscribers before YouTube smacked me down for putting up Antifa videos.
Yeah.
It went against their guidelines, their community guidelines, and it's like fuck,
Yeah, that's why I'm just doing That's why I do lives on YouTube. That's it, and they stay on there long enough. Usually, if you get them off of there within 24 to 48 hours before they have a chance to strike them down and delete them. I just download them and then re-upload them to Rumble. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's a
and
game.
we
It's
got
a
we
game,
got
right?
yeah. No, I know, and we got 5 people on here and newcomers. I've been away for like 6 months. I'm trying to get back into this. I forgot a lot of crap. From now on, it's going to be my opinion. Yeah, I'll try to do some videos and do some good video editing like I used to do, but yeah, it's. I'm just. I mean, I was just saying it earlier, man. I'm just pissed off at the lazy fucking Americans, man. You know,
Well, same story, different month,
just
right? Same story,
yeah,
different.
exactly. But I'm gonna start speaking it, man, because they're going after all these people for their. I mean, did you? We talked about it, but what was that? Somebody was. I think it was in Kentucky where they were preaching way far away from a drag show that was going on in a park, and that guy got arrested. I saw the whole damn video, and it's like, what the fuck, man? This is America. You know, you. Oh, he was using an amplified device, and it's like, well, I bet you the drag show was using an amplified device to play their music while they're fucking uh, dancing around and shit. Don't get me started on that crap, man. Pisses me off. What they're doing to the kids is the saddest thing, you know.
Well, I just go back to the core value aspect, and how could any parent, um, how can any responsible parent, I should say, um, uh, and encourage a parent to allow their kids to sit in an audience or sit by a stage or a presentation area or whatever, and allow their kids to watch. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
what what they're watching. So,
yeah.
you know,
And to be honest with you, I mean, you know my. I mean, I'm not gonna say religion, but my faith. But I don't get up here and preach to people, right? I just say what's right and wrong. You know,
right?
it's there's always. I mean, you got to feel it in your gut. It's wrong. I don't care if
Yeah,
I'm a Satanist or a Jew or well, the Muslims wouldn't put up with it. I don't know why. They don't report on the Muslims at the school meetings and stuff. Yeah,
yep.
I know it's okay to be Christian. I know that, but I don't have to share that with everybody. That's between me and God. That's a good comment, but I mean, no offense. But it's between me and the Lord. And
Yeah, well,
I'm sure Mouthpiece Media feels the same way, right?
well, I've said to you, we've had a few conversations about it, and
Yeah, yeah,
my relationship with whoever I worship, my higher power, I on my end, my opinion only, I feel it's a
yeah,
personal thing. I think it's a private, personal, reverent thing, and that's between me and my God, my higher power, my you know,
yep.
you
I
know what I'm saying. I'm
total.
blabbering,
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. It's between me and my maker. You
right?
know.
So, but the thing is you know, and I've said this to you before. I don't know if you liked it when I said it, but I think you probably agree that we need to stop being the nice little goody two shoes.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely,
not
absolutely. No, I agree with that, man.
not we don't need to vacate our morals and our beliefs and our
No,
principles,
absolutely not.
but I think we need to like I always say, get off the couches, drop the cheese puffs,
Yes,
drop the chocolate
exactly.
ice cream,
Yep.
or if you don't want to do all that, just go to Costco and get the family size lube. It's the same story,
Yeah,
right?
right.
But
Yeah, I, f-
you know,
yeah, yeah. I forget that. That's the foundation. Yes, it is. It is the foundation of this country. Freedom of religion. That's right. But they're. I mean, why aren't I mean, I'm gonna go there. I'll probably get shot down for this thing, but I mean, I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't want to go there, but surprised the Muslims aren't standing up because I don't want to get into that faith or Jewish faith or anything else. But I mean, holy crap, man! If they're doing what they're doing to women over there, and they're, I don't know, and there's a big Muslim population, in Minnesota, Detroit, and other places in this world.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, why aren't they standing up, man? I mean, God, if I was, a parent and I had to, went to a school meeting, which are coming after you for that, some of the shit that they're putting in the libraries is just disgusting. They can't even see it on the radio or the TV. But it's okay to put it in the library for kids to read. I mean, Jesus.
I'm not surprised
Shit.
with Minnesota. I'm not surprised with
Yeah.
Minnesota because that's been going downhill for decades now. Michigan really surprises me because there's a lot of good moral value people, Christians, whatever, conservatives, 2A, 1A,
Yeah.
massive support in that state, and you've got communities in Michigan where if you're not Islamic, if you're not Sharia law, pro Sharia law, if you're not Muslim, you can't go into their neighborhoods. And some neighborhoods have
Well,
their own Muslims / Islam / whatever, their own police and
law.
security forces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but
So
here's one thing I don't it's like I don't get is, everybody bitches and they don't do shit, and it's like, who are the ones that are organized? Which side of the aisle?
well,
Liberals. Why aren't? I mean, it just blows my mind why conservatives are so cautious about. Well, we don't want to offend anybody. We don't, want. I mean, I told you the other day, man. We talk. We go back and forth with banter and stuff, but it's like. Yeah, I think it was because of your influence, but I was like, I mean, you go to a store and see a good looking woman, you say, hey, no offense or anything, but you're a good looking woman. And you just walk away, say, you have a nice day, Jeez. If you get offended, tough shit. I don't give a crap,
well, I think that for me, the base word that I would like to apply, or that I do apply on every day, is, well, two words: courage and fortitude. And
Yep.
if you don't have the courage, forget everything else. If you don't have the courage and the fortitude, in other words, the balls, the internal strength to, whether it's physical and mental, whatever. If you don't have that, then forget it. You're just going to keep circling back to ground zero.
There's good. Have a stripper show up at lunchtime protest. Have a trans dancer. It's rainbows and unicorns. Yeah. I don't know where you've been the entire time I've been on YouTube, but I like some of your comments, man. That's great, Zanti. Thanks, man. That's our favorite quote, right, James? Is rainbows and unicorns.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You have to put. I know you tried.
Oh, wait. Hold on. If Gavin Newsom runs for president and wins, are you gonna run around the neighborhood in a rainbow thong like you said you?
Well, I
the
will,
last
I will declare
election.
that if Gavin Newsom becomes president of the United States, I'll just skip the thong. I'll just go full on nude, and I'll
Go back
travel
to the
LA.
'70s and do a streak.
I'll travel to LA, and I'll go right down Santa Monica Boulevard, fully nude, swinging in the wind, and in my flamer voice, and say, "Congratulations, Gavin." Yes, I will do that. Now it's on YouTube.
And you got to thank
Thank
his Aunt Nancy, right?
Right. Yeah.
Isn't it kind of funny? What the hell's going on with Feinstein, man? Jesus Christ, man! Holy crap!
I think she's one.
She looks like she got beat up by Apollo Creed, man.
Yeah. She's. Well, I guess her motto is, if Joe's 81 and he can do it, I can do it too. But I think she's close to 90, something like that.
Wait, hang on a second. It might be mandated. What, rainbows and unicorns? I don't know how they're going to do that, but that's pretty good. Yeah. or running down the street. I'm not sure what he's referencing there, but
Well, here you
yeah,
go. Here you go. Here's the whole.
it
Here's
could
the whole.
be.
You want
Hey,
the
hey, Portland could, issue a proclamation that rainbows and unicorn are, mandatory. You got to, have a bumper sticker that has rainbows and unicorns on it or some shit.
right,
The way that
right.
country's fucking going, man. Yeah.
Well,
But go ahead. Sorry.
if news, you want the whole enchilada. Okay, I'm going to do
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Maybe in one breath, maybe two breaths. Okay,
No,
so
go for it, dude.
okay, you don't have any food in your mouth. Right?
The floor is yours, buddy.
Okay,
Yep.
so if Newsom becomes president of the United States, I will do as I just said. I'll skip the thong. I'll go full nude down Santa Monica Boulevard, but I will first get every version of the COVID vaccine, and then I will get at least 3 or 4 boosters on top of that, and maybe I'll even Well, that's the full enchilada there because we're going to be that's it, man. If Newsom gets in, forget it, bro. Forget it.
Yeah.
I know
Well,
that's pathetical, but I mean, if he gets
unless
in, that's it, bro. That's full
I
full
know, but
socialism, full communism, full Cloward and Piven, full Communist
yeah,
Manifesto,
exactly,
full
exactly.
BLM, full Antifa, full. I mean, look what he's done in California. I mean, there you
Yeah,
got to
and
be like you got to
well,
like
I
hack
mean,
somebody's head off, in broad
yeah.
daylight to actually go to jail now. So in California, so
Well, I mean,
other
look
than
what
that,
Kate Brown did at Oregon, and Jay Inslee did to Washington, and then what did Oregon do? I mean, I voted against it, but Tina Kotek, because Kate Brown was the first bisexual, governor, and that was all a big thing. And then Tina Kotek is actually a lesbian, and it's like, who cares if she's a lesbian? Can she legislate? And she can, can she get shit done as a, executive of the state? And I mean, holy crap, man! This whole, equity, inclusion, blah blah blah.
yeah, I think
Santa
Zanti's
Monica. I
right.
don't think.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think he's right. He or she, I'm sorry.
that's a
Yeah,
good
it's
comment,
probably
man. That is a
maybe
good
I'll choose a
comment,
different
dude.
location. Maybe that.
That's kind of like what the comments we used to put in, years ago on somebody's channel.
Oh yeah,
No holds
that
barred, man. No
that
holds
was fun.
barred. WWE, man. Yep.
We stirred up a lot of shit, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it's like my platform. I don't care if you come in here
Well,
and
you know what?
stir up
You
some
know what,
shit.
man?
Good
You know what? Thinking
conversation, man,
back,
is what
man.
it. Yeah.
But thinking back, I mean, I'm sure some people here or some people watching later, whatever, they know who Salty Cracker is, right? Salty Cracker on Rumble. Well,
Yeah.
Salty, we've talked
Yep.
about Salty. Salty doesn't hold anything back. It's full vulgarity.
Yep.
It's full,
Yeah.
he's in our camp.
Who gives a
Who
who
gives a
gives a
shit,
fuck?
right?
Yep. Yep.
So should I do that on Rumble? I don't know. I'm sure I can get away with it on Rumble. I could go full campfire again. And
Yeah, I mean, dude. I mean, time is short, man. It's
yeah,
I don't care if I what. Well, I shouldn't say if. Sorry to say that. When I run for Congress, I don't care if they go back through my social media. Be like, I don't give a fuck.
yeah,
I mean, I would say that in front of a microphone. I don't give.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm fighting for something, and I'm not going to kowtow to you or to big money or because I mean, legislatures, in Congress, they have to spend most of their time fucking fundraising for the
Well,
party, right?
see, the thing is with the legislature. I don't care if it's the legislatures or if it's your federal representatives, your federal senators, whatever. Your state senator. I'm sorry, your state U.S. senator and your state U.S. representatives. I don't care what it is. There's no, there's no straight big giant magnifying glass on them. People won't hold them accountable. People won't illuminate them. People won't expose them. I mean, some people are trying. Yeah,
Because
some
they're
people try.
fucking lazy.
Yeah. Well, that's our
I
biggest
mean,
problem, man.
I mean, James, to be honest with you, it does get frustrating when you call your local congressman's office, not only in DC, 202 number, and then you call the local district office, which I know where my representative's office is, and it's down at Fort Vancouver, on Officers Row, and she's not there, and I can't get an appointment, and it does get frustrating, man, because it's like, how can I redress my grievances with the government? I can't.
Well, that's the thing, man, and that's what
And
I'm
it
trying
pisses
to.
me off.
Well,
It,
that's
it,
the
it,
trajectory I'm doing on Rumble, brother, and that's
yeah,
why
I
I'm
mean,
saying I'm not here to promote my Rumble channel necessarily. I'm
no,
just
no,
saying
no. Go
I'm
plug
just
it, man.
saying
I don't care.
the
Yeah.
approach. No, the approach is we have to get. In other words, at the fundamental level. I don't care whether you're in Idaho, Iowa, Nebraska, California, wherever you're at, right?
Right.
You gotta get. I mean, you gotta get out there and walk your neighborhood. Start shaking hands. Start
Yep.
having conversations. Good, bad, and different doesn't matter. At
If you
least
got
reach out.
a dog, take your dog for a walk. Start meeting
There you
people. I
go,
mean,
man.
and
There
and
you
I'm
go.
you know where I'm at, right? And I told
Yeah.
you the basic who lives around here. But man, holy crap, man! Remo's made so many girlfriends up here because they're female dogs. And you just go out there and you're walking your dog and you start talking to somebody and you start getting a
Well,
rapport, and then you start talking a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper with them. You start getting
well,
to know them.
and
You
here's
know.
the thing, man. Here's the thing. You have just a mini plan, right? So, I would definitely not do it on Facebook or stuff like that. But I have a group. Okay, I have a group made up on Gab, right? So if I have a conversation if I go out and shake I was at a 7-Eleven up in a place called Fallbrook, California, the other day, and I see this guy. I've been seeing this guy I go up, you know what I do for a living, but I go out, I travel a lot during the job, right? So I've been seeing this guy on and off periodically from time to time for over 2 or 3 years now at this one 7-Eleven I go to up there because the people that work there are pretty cool. So I've been seeing him for 2 or 3 years, right? Probably close to 3 years. I always see him. He's an older guy. He's probably 65 plus. He's sitting in a little Toyota truck with a shell camper on the back, right? And he's retired, but he works. He does piece work, stuff like that. And I found
Yeah.
all this talking to him. But even an interaction like that is extremely important because you never know if it's a 22-year-old or it's a 40-year-old or it's a 70-year-old. They're going to go talk to somebody about the conversation you had.
Right.
So what I would recommend is make up a group on a social platform that's hopefully censorship free, whether you have a channel on YouTube, whether you have a channel on Odyssey, whether you have a channel on whatever, whether you have a group, I have groups on Gab, you have that ready. So if you have a conversation with somebody, say, hey man, say like for you, right? You got a YouTube channel, right? Say, hey man, I'm going to do a YouTube live on Saturday at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Here, can I send you a link? Or they don't have to give you a phone number. You got an email address. I can send you the link to the channel, or you can just
Right.
show it to them on your phone, or send them a screenshot or something like that. And say, hey man, you want to talk some more about it? You want to start, get a connection going here, or at least you can come up on the panel if you want, blah blah blah, whatever it is, right? Have that
Yeah.
ready to go, so you can start
Yep.
building those
I mean,
connections. I don't, whether
yeah, yeah. I
it's
mean,
the guy that's pumping gas next to you at the gas station, whether it's the lady that serves you food in Denny's, whatever it is, have something ready to go. But what
right.
does it
And you
take?
could
It takes
yeah,
courage. It takes
and you
initiative. It takes fortitude. It takes
right.
motivation to get it ready and get it lined up and get it going. And
Who
that's the foundation, man. That's the foundation.
man. I mean, it's like, I mean, just dovetailing on that. It's like, I'm starting to get in because we have a local grocery store. Well, it's kind of like a Minute Mart, but it's run by a guy. He's a Korean. I go in there when he's working. I'm like, hey, Mr. Kim, and talk to him for a little bit, and then I'm getting to know all the employees, and I'm starting to throw other things at them now. And it's you build that up. You can't just like throw shit at people, like hit them with a freaking brick. You got to
Right.
work up to it.
Oh,
I mean,
sure. Sure.
to be honest with you, I mean, I don't know if I want to put this on YouTube, but there's a young guy that works there. I went up there tonight, and I got some chocolate ice cream. Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive than driving all the way to frickin' Safeway, but it's like I'm gonna save gas and time, whatever. Just drive down the street and get it. But I asked him, I was like, because he looks like he's like 20 some years old. I'm like, hey, dude, good place to meet women. He's like, I'm 35 and I've got a girlfriend. I'm like, first thing I said to him was, "Where's the ring, dude?" Because they bought a house, and I'm like, "Where's the ring, dude?" He probably didn't appreciate that, but I've been talking to him, a little bit each day. When I go, every time I see him, I'm like, I pitch him crap, yeah, and yeah, I'm the crazy old guy up the street, but whatever. I don't. I mean, you know what we talked about about
Well,
sugar, blah. Uh,
yeah. I'll say it. You don't have to say it. I'll be like,
yeah,
I'd be like, I don't want to say establishment names, but I'd be like,
yeah.
hey, you sugar tits, damn, you look fine, lady. That's like old school New York, right? Hey, you sugar tits. Okay, that's probably going to offend like 10,000 people, right?
But here, let me get this. Zanti, my congressman is a fat former Marine that takes donations from gun grabbers. One question I have is, who's your representative? The only representative out of Texas that I like is Chip Roy, and I may be wrong about him because I don't know enough about him, but he seems good. But any
that's
Marine
an
that wants
oxymoron,
to,
bro. That's an oxymoron. A fat former Marine, that's oxymoron number one.
well,
And
he's
a Marine
probably retired.
that supports gun grabbers, that's like double oxymoron. That's antithetical and repugnant to everything we stand for,
Yeah,
right?
but
So,
exactly. But there are. I mean, God, look at the senators from Oregon. Not to mention the senators from frickin' Washington.
oh yeah,
Holy fuck, man!
the whole trifecta, man. The whole West Coast, it's all fucked up. Yeah,
Carbajal. Never heard of that guy.
Carbajal. Yeah, it's Carbajal. Okay.
Okay, I've never heard of the guy. SB County, I guess it is. Yeah, I mean that's what we're here for, man. Put out the information in your state. Say what you think about your congressman and your or Congress quote woman or congressperson. Put the word out there for us people up here in the Northwest or say in California. We don't know a lot of the people other than what's shown on Newsmax, and I don't watch Fox since they fired Tucker. But what do you think about Tucker getting on with? Maybe he will. I don't know. I guess it's going to be pre-recorded, but with Trump there, what do you think about that during the? It's going to air during the debates on Twitter. I haven't seen Tucker on Twitter yet because I just got my internet back yesterday. So.
Yeah, you can just YouTube search it. You'll find it. You'll find his Twitter.
Oh, so people are copying his or recording his stuff and putting it up.
You don't have to have You don't have to. It's not Twitter anymore, by the way. It's called X now. But
I know that. But it's Twitter.
You can just YouTube. YouTube search Tucker on Twitter, and all his videos are out there. I think he's done. I want to say he's done 6 or 7 now. Maybe it's more than that, but 6 or 7 commentaries, and he started doing them right when Fox said, "Hey, you got a conflict of interest. You can't go out and make the alternative media because you're still under contract." He was doing them right then. He didn't give a shit. So
I wouldn't either. I mean, it's like, that used to be, up here in this household where I'm at right now. It was like 5:00 every night, dinner and Tucker Carlson. As soon as they fired him, shit. And we already watched Newsmax, but it was like, okay, now it's Eric Bolling, which I don't. Newsmax has got some good hosts, and I've talked to you about the hot women at.
yeah.
Did you look her up, man?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Bianca there. She's cute, and then Jen Pellegrino, she's freaking hot too, and They took her show away from her. She's a co-host now. It's like, shit, why'd
I
you do
got
that, man?
I got a thing for Judge Janine, man. I'm telling you, man,
What?
Judge Janine
No,
Pirro.
no,
Oh my
man.
God.
No way.
Oh
I'm telling you,
yeah, man.
man.
In a dark room somewhere, like a
Oh,
dark
we've talked. We've
and glass of wine, some cheese, some crackers, a couple foot
okay,
rubs.
okay.
Shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
baby.
let's not go that
Oh, I'm
far. Even
sorry. I'm
though
sorry. I went off on a
I
tangent
didn't
there.
I didn't think Marjorie MGT was that good looking, but the more I see her, I'm like, she's getting a little better. But you know who my
Yeah,
favorites are.
yeah, yeah. The ones you
Yeah,
can't have.
yeah,
Just like me, the ones you
yeah.
can't have.
Right,
You know, it's like
right, right, right,
like
right.
I said, Christine Ohm. You know, she doesn't. Maybe she
Oh
doesn't realize
God,
it.
she
But, you
is
know, I could walk up to
beautiful.
her and say, "Hey, you ever had any Italian in you?" And she's going to say probably no. And I said, "Well, you like some? Would you like? Would you like an Italian?" And so,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
I was like, "Hey, who's that?" You know, Adrian,
so
Adrian.
so
You know,
so
so
just so everybody knows, you got two Italians here on the live stream. So,
right.
but I mean, I was born in Ohio, but I never really lived there. So military brat. But I've been,
Yeah.
shit. I was thinking about it today. I've been out here on the West Coast for 31 years, man. Well, no, 31 years after I got out of the Army, and then uh, we moved out here in July of '87. So about 33 years, a little bit over in the Northwest. It's like
Yep.
I'm a Northwest person now, man. I'm not
Yeah.
a Ohioan. Go Ohio State. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if anybody's been watching the Little League World Series, but holy crap, man, it's fun to watch. These
Yeah.
little kids,
It's always
12
exciting.
years old.
Always
Oh
exciting.
man, it makes me remember playing baseball when I was that age. It's like shit. I don't even know what the Little League World Series was going on when I was 12. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun to watch, man. Some of those kids are like 5'11" pitchers are throwing like 80, almost 80 miles an hour at
Oh yeah.
12 years old. And it's like, holy
Yeah.
shit, man!
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
would have been shaking their boots
Are they still
playing
doing
back
it
in
in
the
are they still doing it in where is it, Pennsylvania
Pens?
or
Yeah, this is
yeah,
in
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Yeah, they had the regionals, and then now they're in. They got the international bracket, and then they have the American bracket. And I'm telling you what, man. And my nephew, his team almost made it to the regionals, because he's 12. But the team from Seattle is kicking ass, man. They beat
Wow. Wow.
the first game, 4 innings, 10 runs, game over, because they have these rules that, like, if you score so many runs, you
Yeah.
automatically win and stuff. But they had a good game yesterday. They won 6-2. I'm like, go Northwest, man, because they're playing for
Yeah.
the Northwest. They're not playing for Seattle. So,
Yeah.
but it's cool, man. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
It's something to watch
So
other than politics, which I've been watching too much politics lately.
so can I and let me ask you a question. This is kind of and I don't know if I would expect a direct answer on this, but now that you're coming back online, is your main thing just to
Well,
what is your
um, uh,
trajectory? What is your purpose?
well, I want to
What
get
is
up
your
and voice.
major
No,
malfunctions?
no,
Yeah.
no, Adrian. I just want to voice my opinion first of all,
Okay.
and uh, when I've been researching this. I know you're like, oh, you ain't gonna run for Congress. I've been researching it now that I got internet, and it's gonna take a lot, but I'll get it done, and um, I'll create a new channel for that, and get name recognition out there, and just be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm running, running for Congress. Fuck you. Um, and I don't care if they come back and look at all the shit that I put out here personal. I don't give a shit.
Well,
People,
I
people, people need to stop worrying about what other people think and just fucking do the right thing, man.
well, I
You
think
know?
I think the timing is good because I know we've talked about this a little bit offline, but I think people are hungry for real people with integrity, people with. I think they're hungry for that, and I think that's why DJT is Mr. Trump is so appealing because of what he stands
Right.
for, and he's got that integrity. He's got that.
Well,
The whole.
well,
The whole
I mean,
target,
I I admire people that say something and then they follow through on what they said. I
right.
don't like these wishy-washy. I'm gonna, I'm not gonna vote for, omnibus bill, and but then they vote for it. It's like, fuck, man. I mean, if we could get, like I said earlier, they're gonna do a CR, continuous resolution here, but it's probably gonna be like 3,000 pages, man. Who can fucking read that shit, man?
Well, I'll tell you, man. I'll tell you. You know what they're doing is going to affect every state because the
Yes.
tentacles of the federal government are in every state. There's no state that's unaffected, right? So the thing for me is, and I've said this to you before. Again, IMHO, right? In my humble opinion, it's. Do I really give a shit about what DC does anymore? Well, yeah, I
No.
monitor it. But
Yeah,
am I
right.
gonna, me or a million other people like me, gonna have any effect on it? No, because it's a foreign jurisdiction. That's a whole nother video, right? But
Yeah,
um,
right.
don't get me
Hey,
started on that
just
shit.
just
But
to be honest with you, I've been trying to get through my dad's head in the last
yeah,
what while where I'm at. So I've been trying to explain that to him, and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but
Well, tell them that they carved DC out of Maryland and Virginia originally,
Virginia, yep.
and then Virginia gave it or got it back, got their land back, but they kept the land they got out of Maryland, and show them a couple slides of the fact that it's geometrically the way it's designed, and all the underground chambers that are under all the buildings, but that might be too much for them at one time. But yeah, it's a
No, no, I know,
giant
man.
mesh network of
It's
corruption and
what
payoffs and
I
political action
mean. To
committees.
be honest with you, I mean, I know conservative people, that are close to me, and I mean they're conservative, but when you start talking about history, it's like, did you know this? It's like, And I mean, for all you guys out there, viewers and shit, I watch a lot of history crap, man.
Mm.
I watched last night. There was World War One in color, 3 hours, man. Late at night, I couldn't sleep. Remo got
Right.
me up, and I was like, holy shit! I didn't. I thought Ferdinand was the emperor of Austria, and it's like, nope, he was a nephew, and it's like. That's what started World War II or World War One, and I was like, "Holy
Right.
fuck, man!"
Yep.
That wasn't
Yep.
what I was taught in school,
Right.
But
Right.
I mean, that's just me. I look at history all the time. I read a lot. I mean, you know me, which that's my next goal is to, get a pilot's license, go to ground school and shit. Because, sorry guys, James knows. Well, not sorry, but my dad's a pilot. My younger brother was a C-17 pilot. My older brother got his. He didn't quite get his pilot's license, but he sold. And it's like I'm the only son that didn't get his pilot's license. And dude, I'm telling you, man, when that guy up the street here owns a UH-1. Every time that thing turns on, man, I can hear the turbine. And growing up next to an airfield, it's like, shit, that's a UH-1. And then I go out there every damn day when he's taking off, and I can't see him because the trees are like 130 feet tall. It's like,
Yeah.
shit, I want to see it. I want to see Huey, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know it, man. The wop, wop, wop. I
Yep.
mean, I'm not going to
Yep.
say what you did, in the military, but you know all those sounds, man.
Oh yeah.
They don't leave you, man.
I'm more up close and personal with CH-53s, but
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
yeah, Navy
yeah.
sucks, man. Army rules. I mean, come on,
Shit.
man.
Okay, here we go.
Navy takes Army where it needs to go.
All right.
Now,
All right.
I won't mention the Marines because they're badasses. They're fucking crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well.
don't. I mean, yeah. I mean, I could have done what you did for sure. Definitely,
Yeah.
mentally. You know.
Well, the training is 85% mental, so
Yeah, I
it.
know. Yeah.
But the fun starts when when you leave the training syllabus, and but for
And
for
shit
for my
gets
community,
shit get.
training syllabus is perpetual. It never
Yeah.
ends. So, but anyway, yeah, we're getting a little too deep on that one. But yeah, I think it's good to have you back. Anyway, it's good to
Yeah.
have you back.
No,
And
I'll be back. I gotta figure out a plan, and I mean, once I get a
well,
laptop, I think I'm gonna go lights out, man. Really, because I'll
yeah,
be able to do so much more video editing and stuff. And my
oh,
phone, luckily, it's charged.
yep.
Uh, Area 51, yeah. Oh hell yeah, man. That's I mean that's Tonopah and um Nellis. My older brother was stationed in Nellis for a while. He was a MH-60 mechanic
Hmm.
for the air rescue.
Well, I got one for you there, Zanti. Did I say that right? I don't know. Did I get the name right? I'm sorry. Zanti Misfit, right? Well, I spent two about 15 months, 2 summers up there. I lived off of Maryland Parkway. I'm sure if you're near that area, you know where Maryland Parkway is. But it's where I lived, and I worked in the airline industry at the time. And yeah, it's yeah. Uh,
That's well. That's another can of worms I could talk about forever. Is UFOs and Area 51, and what it's not UFOs anymore. It's
didn't you
UAPs, and
say you were into the
I mean,
Sasquatch stuff or something? You were into the. Didn't you
yeah.
say you were
No,
into the
I mean,
Sasquatch?
I had, I had friends in high school that swear to God they saw Sasquatch because you know where I'm at, right? We're
Yeah,
close. I
yeah.
mean,
That's
they
like,
have
isn't that like
8.
Sasquatch Ground Zero up there or whatever?
Yeah, there's I mean
Yeah.
we're up here, and I mean there's 8 caves up by it's in Mount St. Helens,
Oh
but
shit!
we went there when I was like 17 when we moved out here and walked through those caves and stuff. But there were 8 caves, and it was because I mean I don't want to get into all this stuff. That'd be a completely different video, UFOs and Bigfoot and
Well,
stuff. But
Zanti just said
yeah.
he or she is a
He's a
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. Yeah, well, they got
Shit.
Sasquatch down in Texas, and what do they call it in Louisiana? They call it the skunk, skunk something. I mean, I can't remember, man, but yeah, I believe it. There you go. Okay. Hey, thanks for showing up, Misfit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's cool, man. Got a new viewer, man. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Cool. Yeah. Well,
I
it's
know. No, go ahead.
no. I was gonna say good to see
Oh,
you back.
skunk monkey. Yeah,
Good to see. Yeah. I'm just going back and
I'm
forth between the skunk
I'm
monkey.
back, dude.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm trying to remember all the shit I did because after 6 months, it's like, I mean, shit, sorry about the emails I sent you, but it was like I kind of because somehow I get to the certain address was there, but the other thing wasn't there, and I'm like, how the hell did that get deleted? And then I just was like, duh, I remembered it, so it's all good.
Well,
All
you're up
good.
and running. It's all water under the bridge now. You're up and
Yep.
running. So
Yeah. Well, and
yeah.
I appreciate you doing that for me. What was that, a year ago or something like that? So
Yep.
yeah, cool,
Well,
cool.
I know you loved making content. You're really good at it, and a lot of people appreciated your work and the fact that
Yeah,
I think it's more important that uh, if we're doing it once a week or 5 times a week, it doesn't matter. If we have the community, if you can build the community and maybe you put a little content out here and there, whatever I know you like doing the stuff, but I think
Yeah.
it's more important now because I told you the other day offline, remember when we talked, I believe, in my humble opinion, right? I believe this next election is probably a lot of people said 2020 was really important, but I think this one, because if we don't stop these evil fucking profiteering fucking faggots, if we don't stop them, the corrupt bastards, if we don't stop them in 24, now yeah, I don't register for privileges either, you know this, but if we don't
Right.
find a way as a nation of on the good people side of things, if we don't find a way to replace these son of a bitches with something way better, way more
Well,
equitable,
that's
way
why
more.
we should run for. I mean, you want to run for senator. That's why I want to run for Congress because, I mean, I
Why?
don't care who's who's the president. If we don't control, or well, not we.
Right,
I'm not a Republican, but if there's not conservative control of the House funding and the Senate, we're screwed, man.
right,
You know?
right, and that margin is razor thin right now in the House, and
Right. I mean, I mean,
where the appropriations
to
come from. If people don't know,
to be
so
honest with you,
yeah.
I've been having not. I had a dream the other night that there was like a drag show, in the House, in front of the speakers,
Oh
the
no, no,
dais there, and I'm like, what? I woke up and I'm like, what the fuck was that shit? Why am I thinking about that? Holy
oh
crap, man!
shit,
But we could see that, man, and
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna. I don't want to let it happen, man. I'm gonna do whatever I can to not let that happen.
Well, um, in the current structure of the House and with the majority, I don't think that'll happen in the House, but something like that, I don't think it would happen in there. But they, you know, if we don't find a way as millions and millions of good, strong, whatever,
We
people, however you want to
conservatives
classify it.
outnumber the fucking wacko liberals, man, and that's a good comment
Well,
there. But
here's the
let's
thing: how
fuck
many people make up the halls of Congress?
435,
Five hundred and
and then
thirty-five total,
100.
right? Right.
Yeah.
535 plus two more, right?
Yep.
537. I call it the 537 cartel. I want to trademark that, but I call it the 537 cartel because you've got a nation of 330, 325, 330, 335 million, whatever it is. People. I didn't say legal residents. I said there's like 335 million people here, right? Now, I know the numbers, and I know I throw these numbers out.
Wait. You didn't count the illegals.
Right, right, but officially, according to the
Right.
2020 census, the 2020
Census. Yeah. Right.
census, there's
Yeah.
240 million people over the age of 18 in this country that are registered. That are, that doesn't include illegal aliens, right?
Well,
They're not.
just pause for a second. That's because they have when you go to your DMV to get your driver's license. There's some states like Oregon and Washington that automatically you're registered to vote. You don't have a choice to, like they used to, check. If you want to register to vote, it's motor
Right.
voter, man.
Well, I want to see the statutory reference that they're mandating on me if I'm going to do that.
But I
I
mean
want to see the
that's
statutory reference.
and you and I dig into this shit, and nobody thinks about it. But how many average citizens actually go to their state legislature's website, go to the the congressional website, Senate.gov, Congress.gov, and actually investigate all this shit? Nobody,
Right,
man.
right, right.
I've never met somebody that actually went to these, and went and see, to see. They'll bitch about it all day long, but they won't go to the damn their state legislature or the congressional website. It's just, it blows my mind how stupid Americans are, man. Jesus.
Well, I don't even know if I want to say they're that stupid anymore. I want to say they're that lazy, definitely. But
Complacent.
Yeah, they're complacent, lazy, weak, timid. They're just
Yep.
it's too hard. I can't do. I'm gonna break a nail if I do that on my keyboard. I can't type that much. I can't go do this. I can't put gas in my car and go down to my county supervisor's public meeting at at 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. I can't. No, I can't do that. I got to go get in line for my new iPhone or
Oh
check out
yeah, and
where my order for my new Tesla is online. So that's more important. You know, uh, I don't know,
hey,
and the last time I registered, here's another funny aspect. I think I've told you this before, but
yeah.
do you know of any political designation or party known as the American Independent Party? Do you know if that exists anywhere?
No, how about a constitutional party?
Right. No, no, no. But the reason I'm saying that is because the last time I actually registered to vote, and I can't tell you what year it was,
Well,
not
there's
long
a
ago,
comment right there, man.
but I got yeah, I know. But and that's what made me think of this, right? So when I got my little voter registration or a voter ID card in the mail, and again, I can't remember what year it was. It's been so long, but it said party. And normally that would say Republican or Democrat or Libertarian, whatever, right? But it said American Independent Party. And I went and researched it. I could not find a fucking reference anywhere for the American Independent Party. So I called
Hey,
the county recorder up and I said, listen, I
uh,
almost went New York on him, right? I was like, hey, you fucking jackstick. What the fuck is this shit about the American? Who's
no,
the
no,
President of the
wait,
American
wait.
Independent Party, right? What
Well,
is it?
wait, stop,
Where is it?
pause,
It's like
pause, pause.
fucking pasta
You don't have to.
meatballs. Where the fuck
No,
is the
hang
dinner
on a
at here?
second.
Right? You know what I'm
No,
saying?
dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Paisan. You don't need to say
Hey,
jackstick.
hey,
You
Joey,
could
put
say
some more
fuck.
sauce up there.
You could
Joey, we're
say
running out
you
of
could.
sauce over here. Hey, you
Hey,
know. uh,
you could say fuck stick on my channel, which you always
Right,
use. So there you
right,
go.
right,
That's my
right.
new
But I'm just
term,
saying,
man.
it's a
Yeah,
total fabrication. There's no reference to anything called.
yeah,
And it took
yeah.
me weeks, digging and calling and checking and shit. But I could not find any reference, any registered entity called the
Right.
American Independent Party. So they
Yep.
contrived it, they fabricated and put me into a
It's a
class of who the fuck knows what it is, and called me I'm registered
right,
as a
right,
American
right,
Independent Party.
right. Well,
Yeah.
when I mean, I just moved to Washington, but in Oregon, as an independent, I couldn't vote in the Republican or the Democrat primaries. It's
Right.
like,
So
well, this
so you
fucked,
should go to
man.
your
I
when they have the
my fucking my choice of candidates shouldn't be dependent on my party. You know,
right, right, right.
jeez,
Well,
it's
I think
fucked up.
when that happens, when you go to your designated lineup for the boxcars polling station where you're supposed to vote at, right? That was a euphemism, sorry. But when you go there and they say, well, you could play stupid, right? You could say, yeah, I'm here to vote in the in the primary for blah blah blah, right? And well, let's see how you're registered, sir. You're not registered as a D or an R. So, at that point, what I would probably do if I was in that situation, I'd be like, okay, so since you're fucking me up the ass and denying my right to vote, where is my trial/sample size of the KY jelly at? Because
Well,
I
but
don't want to be dry fucked. I just want to okay, if
there's no place you can go to vote in Oregon, and I think
oh,
Washington too. I'm starting to read because Oregon. I mean, I lived there for 30 fucking 1 years. It's like there's no public polling place. Everything's vote by mail since the late
yeah,
1990s, man.
yeah,
You know,
that's
and
great. Yeah,
that's screwed our fucking. That's why, like California, we have a super
yeah,
majority of fucking liberal Democrats, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's just about 80% now in the state legislature of California. So it's
Yeah.
80% control, majority
Well,
control. So
and here's one thing for people that don't know. Oregon passed because we have we do have the referendum if for a constitutional amendment, and the people voted that if you missed that was 2022, yeah, it went into effect this year, but they voted that if you because what's going on here in Oregon, right? The guys
Right.
walking out, the Republicans going, hey, we're not for this, and we're just gonna, you can't get a quorum to even vote on it, and they left, but uh they updated the Constitution because of the stupid fucking people in Portland, Eugene, Salem, Ashland, Medford, and so if they're absent for more than 10 days, they can't rerun for office, and these guys are like pissed, and it's like, yeah, I agree, man. Take them to fucking court, man. But that's the whole point. Is everything you have to take to court? It's
Right.
bullshit. And then it's gonna get appealed, and then it's gonna
Well,
maybe the
your
next court will take it. Oh, maybe the Supreme Court will take it or not, because they only take so many cases anyway. So
what is your did it ever even go up to the channels of your state Supreme Court at all? No, it didn't make it that far. No.
no, because it was a constitutional amendment.
Right, which if it was a ruling would have to be rubber stamped by your state Supreme Court. Yeah.
So
in coordination with the state
if there's an
legislature.
amendment, the state Supreme Court has no ruling over, because that's an amendment. I mean, the the Supreme Court of the United States can't say Second Amendment. Oh, gone. It's like, no,
No.
bullshit, man.
I'm just talking within the state, not the feds, because if it's a constitutional amendment, the feds have. If it's a constitutional amendment
No.
in Oregon,
It's a
it has the feds have no
state
standing.
constitution. But I mean, if you ever looked at anybody out there, go look at your state constitution. It's like so much more detailed than the U.S. Constitution. I mean, the Oregon Constitution, I think. I got it highlighted, or in my favorites there, but I think it's like 12 pages long, man.
Well,
And
they more so just to add something along with that is you want to look at all your amendments probably within the last 30 to 40 years of your
right,
to
right,
look
right.
at the active in force, in other words, statutory in force amendments to your constitution, your state constitution, because that's that's very powerful, and whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, it's very powerful either way. And you got to look at the amendments, because the just like the federal constitution, it's or United States incorporated constitution, that is a static as written, should be interpreted and followed as written. It's not a living document, as a lot of
No,
people
it's
say.
not a living document. That's
But again,
correct.
the United States Constitution has been amended how many times? 20, what is it?
27.
27 times. So,
And
in other words,
me, remember when I wrote the 28th and 29th Amendment and tried to pass
right,
that shit? And it
right.
was like one sentence long, man. That's it.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
nobody would go along with it. But hey, what is
Well,
Gavin has a new amendment. Not
yeah,
sure what that means.
he's been trying to, I call him Gavi
I'm
fuck
not from
boy.
California, man. I lived
Yeah,
there from 75 to 77, but yeah.
yeah, Gavi boy. Some people call him the Gavinator. Peggy Hall calls him the Gavinator, and but yeah, he's a giant fuckstick. Anyway, want to be president of the United States, but he's trying to push stuff through the state legislature, which he's in general not going to have a problem doing, and
Hang
it's
on a second, Zanti. Don't make me pull up my Constitution on my mobile phone here. I can't. I don't think I can do that while I'm doing a live stream. But yeah, I mean, I studied as much as possible. Maybe it was 29th. No, it was 28th and 29th Amendment that I did. I did videos on that on my old fucking channel.
Yeah,
They got
yeah.
fucking killed by YouTube.
That was during the time when you were thinking about starting the Fudge Packer Chocolate of Oregon company.
right.
That was during the same time. Remember that? You were pretty fired up then. We're just,
to be honest with you, man, it's where I've been and what I mean, it's been a nice break, but it's like 6 months. It's like, and I see the country going to shit and more shit and more shit, and it's like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna stand back and fucking take this shit. I mean,
yeah.
it's like, I don't know if I have to go down there and protest in front of my representative is, officer on Officers Row in Fort Vancouver, or what. I'm like, I don't know what else to do. Is keep calling and
Well, I think you got to
bitching
get that.
and
I think you got to get that
get
those groups.
organization. You
You got
know,
to get a group or a connection portal set up. That's what you got to do, and so you can farm that out. Farm that out to people that you make contact with, connections that you make, a place you can point them towards. I think I'm running solo here. I think we lost Bill. Maybe he'll come back on here shortly. Hopefully. I think I'm running solo. I don't see him on the screen anymore. Does anybody else see Bill on the flipping nickel here on the screen? I don't think so. I think we lost him. But anyway, I'll hang until he makes his way back. I don't know if anybody watching knows who I am or whatever, but yeah, but Flippin' Nickel and I have been friends for years now, and we've tried to build things. There he is. He's back. Thanks, man. You know,
sorry, man.
yeah. Thanks for leaving me hanging here, man.
Here,
And
hang on a second. We get
you
another.
didn't
Oh
even give
no,
me any lube. No trial
sorry, dude.
size
No,
lubes. Just
my phone rebooted. Sorry, you know the deal with my phone, man. That's why I want to get a
yeah,
laptop.
that's okay. I,
It's to repeal
so
the
so
Second Amendment. Yeah, fuck that
so
shit,
the
man.
feds got you. The
Yeah.
feds got you.
Wait, hang on a second.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody coming for my guns, and Mouthpiece knows where I'm at and what we got, and ain't no
Yep.
way that's happening, man. No
Yep.
fucking way. He knows what I
Yep.
have.
Be
He
some
knows what.
Gran Torino shit. Get off my fucking lawn.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, one of
Yeah.
these days I'll send you a private video.
Yeah.
Once I get something that can, my battery lasts longer than like 20 minutes when it's not charged, I'll go out there and show you some stuff. This is between you and me, man. But yeah, man,
Well, maybe we can save
it's
that for the
well,
meetup we were talking about potentially down the
yeah.
line
If
in a
you
few
come
months.
up here,
So
man, I'll get my dad off his ass, and we'll go up because he's a range officer. We'll go up to the range and shoot, man.
yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah.
yeah.
Take the 44 and some other stuff up there.
Well, I gotta worry about my pup. I'm kind
No,
of
I know.
about my
Well,
pups. I gotta be.
Remo would probably like him
Well,
because
my pup, he
Re-
doesn't get along
Remo's.
socially real well. So you
Well,
know.
that's your problem. That's
Well, yeah,
not
I'm
the
just saying
dog's
I can't
problem.
I can't I can't leave him running around with Remo if he's not going to be nice to Remo. That's what I got to worry about. But he's not
That's
vicious.
all right.
He's just kind of he's a Sheltie. He's got his isms. He's Sheltie-isms, and so he'll
Well,
be in
like,
a different environment. So I don't want to stress him out. He's
yeah,
13.
no, I know, I understand. I mean, Remo's he's getting close to 15, and it's like you want to go for a walk, and he goes to the front door, and boy, he's going for like the first quarter mile, and then all of a sudden, whoa, he's slowing down.
Oh, yeah,
He'll
sure.
get home, and he's cashed out, drink some water, and then he's on the couch. So
Yeah, well, it's
um,
pretty damn good for a 15-year, 15-year old.
yeah, I
Pretty
don't
good.
know, what I'm gonna do with him, but um,
Well, you just give just let
so they're
like
trying.
they
I
always
mean,
say, just make sure he knows he's loved and
no,
that's
no, no,
all,
no, it's all right.
yeah. Anyway,
Remo's my buddy. I mean,
yep, yep,
15 years. He's not like my old dog. His older. I don't want to say brother because they weren't. Toby was 12 when I got Remo, so
yep,
they're just good dogs, man.
yep.
Sex. So that there's a amendment to the trying to pass in California against the Second Amendment.
Well, yeah, Newsom's out of
Well,
control.
it
He's been
doesn't
out of control for a
surprise
while.
me. I mean, they did it here in Oregon and Washington. You know.
Yeah.
And they passed the assault weapons ban in Congress there, and this Governor Pritzker signed it in Illinois. And I lived in Illinois for like 5 years, and their Supreme Court upheld it. And it's like, bull fucking shit, man. You can't just ban shit.
Well,
There's nothing in the Second Amendment that says there's restrictions on it. There's no restrictions on the First Amendment, Second Amendment. Third Amendment, Fourth Amendment. Well, I mean, it could happen, but
I think
the Bill of Rights was the original, Bill of Rights, man.
Well, the U.S. Supreme Court is in my opinion.
I don't care.
No, wait.
But
I'm just saying.
Congress needs to override the Supreme Court. Three branches of government, they're all equal, but Congress will not get off their fucking ass and do anything. Fucking Senate is pissing me off. Mitch McConnell needs to be gone, man.
But see, the Supreme Court is taking all these. The states are pushing these rulings up. What's the big one from New York? What was the name of it? Not the Brunson case, but I don't know. Some people will probably know what I'm saying when I talk about the Brunson case. That's pending. But what was the decision? Bruner, was it Bruner? Not
Bruin. Bruin.
Yeah, Bruin.
Yeah, that says it was history. Right. Yeah, it was written by Justice Thomas, and it's like there's no restrictions on the Second Amendment. Why do I need? Sorry, dude, I'm gonna go off here because I'm really pissed. But why do I need to go down to my courthouse, my county courthouse, and get approval to to have a concealed weapon? Sorry.
Right. Well,
fucking bullshit, man. I don't have to do that for any other amendment, right?
Right. Well, the thing is what I'm trying to say. Supreme Court, by taking these cases from the state, whether it's First Amendment case, Second Amendment case,
there you go,
Amendment case, they're pushing the agenda. They're making precedent rulings, whether they're new rulings and setting new precedents, or they're using their precedent ruling, massive volumes of precedent ruling to push power out to the states. It's empowering emboldening state legislatures to do what they did, like what Pritzker did. So, the citizens of the state of pick your state have themselves to thank, because they're pushing things forward and up the chain, but they're not prepared for what's going to come back down the chain. And if you let it go all the way, but by inserting themselves into that stream with the Supreme Court of the United States, the federal, right, they're actually probably technically almost borderline weakening their state or weakening standing in their own state, because if they turn it over to the Supreme Court of the United States, that's a gamble. You don't know. Yeah, it's 6-3.
Hey, yeah. Hang on a second. Zanchi's made some good stuff, man. Holy crap! I like you, man. Never heard any weapon assaulting anybody. It's where's the other one I liked? Never read anybody. Text. Yes, text history and tradition. That's right. Exactly. I'm sorry, man. I mean, no, I'm not sorry. I really feel, lately that there's nothing in this. I read the Constitution as it is, and there's nothing there that says if you're a felon or you're this, all the restrictions they put on the Second Amendment. Well, there's none of those restrictions on the First Amendment, and that whole bullshit about you can't call fire in a movie theater. That's bullshit, man.
Yeah.
There's never been any, ruling on that, and I hate precedents. It's like, okay, precedents. What does the Constitution say? Well, they're interpreting it, and it's if you have a liberal court, they're gonna interpret it as liberal. If they're conservative, they're gonna if they're a true conservative court, they're gonna go to the Constitution and say it means what it means.
Well,
you don't need a fucking. You don't need a fucking.
I get you, man.
Right.
If you look at Bruin,
exactly, nailed on. The entire Constitution restricts the government, but people nowadays, they think the government gives them the right, and it's like, fuck no, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't say, oh yeah, King George, can you give us rights? No, we said, fuck you, man.
Right. Well, again, they're not rights. They're protections from tyrannical governments.
That's
So,
right. Yeah.
nowhere does it say in any amendment that you have this right granted to you. Not one of them says that. They're not
Nope.
rights.
Right.
They're just descriptive provisional protections.
Against
So
the damn government.
right, they're exactly what Zant is. I keep forgetting the name there. Zanti, or am I saying that right? Let's see.
Yeah.
Zant,
I mean, I've never seen this guy before, but I mean, guy, girl, whatever, transgender. I don't know. You know me, dude.
Yeah.
Really great comments tonight, man.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he or she will be back, and let's spread the word and share the video, share the stream, and we get some more people here. Meet more people supporting what you're trying to do here, and what we're all trying to do, right?
Right.
And yeah, that's exactly right. I see that comment highlighted there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not I don't. I mean, I'm not proposing that certain stuff that you can't talk about on YouTube, but I'm like, I mean, you got to stand up, man. And what it means to you, it means to you, but we got to stand up against this shit because the government is out of fucking control. Are you a Star Wars fan? Hang on a second. Oh, shit. Oh. He's trying to come in, but okay. Well, I don't know. I guess James got booted. And hey, Zanti Misfit, how about you? You got some great comments, man. How about you come up on the panel? Here, let me. Let's see. How do I do this again? Shit. Guess. Add to stream.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Just all of a sudden you were gone, but
yep.
I mean, we've been doing this for a long time, and there's certain people that get in, and I mean, our friend up there in New Hampshire, area,
right.
he was always, speak his mind, and I wish more people would, just say what they feel and not be worried about getting fucking canceled or, whatever. It's just bullshit. Why is our culture going that way, man? I just don't get it. It's like,
well,
a lot of people feel bad for speaking their mind. It's like, what the fuck, man? That never happened when I was younger.
When people see
they fear the government, man.
Right, exactly. When they see more and more of what just happened for the last 3 years, and the fact that they can be shut down, bank accounts can be shut down, they're trying to build a social credit score and a CBDC digital currency system for total massive control. So people are getting more and more used to being kind of shut down and being put in a box, or putting having restrictions placed upon them, having mandates shoved down their throat. And if you look at, I hate to keep bringing it up because we all been through a lot of shit here for the last 3 years with this shit, right? We can't say what the name of it is and all that here on YouTube, but we all know what we're talking about. So we've all seen the effect of a government that very easily got people to acquiesce. And Archie Bunker,
I love All in the Family, man. I didn't.
TV.
I really didn't get into it until about 5 years ago on MeTV. I think they played it on MeTV, and I was like, "Fuck, man, I like Archie Bunker, man."
Just a reminder. On Sundays, you get 2 full hours of Archie Bunker now on MeTV.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's like in there's like some channels that are like in the zone that you don't like click on,
Right.
Yeah, I think it's like channel 77 on DirecTV here. So yeah, I'll check it out Sunday.
Yeah, Archie Bunker comes on for like 2 full hours. I think there's what 4
Yeah,
episodes.
and Me TV.
4 episodes.
My dad was watching it tonight. It was MASH, and I was like, "Fuck yeah,
Oh
MASH,
yeah,
man!"
yeah.
You know, and he didn't know that was not about the Korean War. It was about the way it was originally written. It was about the Vietnam War.
Right.
It's like, oh, I didn't know you didn't know that. As a two-tour Vietnam veteran, he didn't know it.
Yeah.
I was like, I guess it's my job to inform people.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Archie Bunker, man, what a my opinion, what a great guy.
I'm surprised they still play. They still play his show.
I mean, when I was, where I was at, I watch it, and they always put a disclaimer up. It's like, this may be offensive, and it's like, fuck that shit, man. It wasn't offensive in 1970.
That's funny, man. You think I would
It's fucking crazy, man.
Well, you figure in this state where I'm at, you definitely see a disclaimer, but there's no disclaimer that comes up when they show his TV show. So, yeah, that's because,
wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's really weird, man. Because California is, I don't need to say anymore. Everybody knows what's going on in California.
Well, I mean, we've talked about this before. No shit. What? A little bit more context to that one, man. But I mean, it's like the West Coast. I mean, my situation and why I'm here, right?
Right.
I really want to move to South Dakota. Fuck Texas. I mean, I was thinking about Texas. I was thinking about Arizona. Fuck that shit. I think it's North Dakota. But it's going to take... I got to get through the crap that...
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's exactly, Zanti, because of the, his he's anti-Jewish, he's anti-black, and he's anti-this and that. But if you actually listen to what the guy's talking about, he's conservative to the core, man.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah.
Well, as far as places to call your legal / lawful residence, how I feel about South Dakota. Of course, my primary reason for going to South Dakota is Kristi Noem, of course. But
Oh, of course, yeah.
But
well, no, I mean, yeah, she's hot, but the
yeah.
freedom there and no income tax, 4%.
Right.
I think it's 4% sales tax, which is fucking. This is one thing I've noticed here is. Washington State has 8.5% or 8%. The city I'm living in adds another 0.5%, so you got to pay 8.5% every time you go to the store. It's even on food, man.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Well, basic food. I don't think if you're just getting basic staples, in other words, what they would call basic staples, milk, bread, stuff like that. I don't think they tax that.
No. They do here.
They do there? Holy shit!
Yeah,
man.
and you know where my brother lives. Up towards Seattle and stuff, and the all the I mean, I'm not going to say what county he lives in, but it's it's not King County, but it's like 10.5% up there, man. It's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, I don't. It's again, it's the courage, it's the fortitude, it's the motivation of people to actually get out there and make that change, because they have the power to do that through representative government. It is what it is, but it is representative government. So they can bounce people onto the sidewalk, kick them out of the legislature, replace them. They can do these things, but they're too complacent and distracted and deflected.
Weak, timid. I mean, all the things we...
Yeah, so... we can sit here and we can whine and complain about it. I know we don't do that.
Or we can do something about it, which we've been trying to do for 3 years.
There you go.
I mean, to be honest with you, man, I mean, taking a break from, doing social media and doing videos and stuff, it was like, I think it was a couple weeks ago, I was like, fuck this shit, man. I know I'm going to, if I'm in that situation where I got to get residency here and then do the financials and all that shit, follows with the county, and then run for Congress. But it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
If I get 1% of the vote, I don't care. I did it. I did something.
Well, it would be either way, win, lose, draw. It's still a great launching pad. Any way you look at it, it's still a great launching pad, right? So you could probably accomplish several things by doing that. Not to mention the numbers, the community, the people that would follow you, the people that you could, build with an inclusive community. Your mindset, your objectives, your morals, your, whatever. So it'd be a great launching pad either way. Win, lose,
Yeah,
draw.
well, my history, wrestling and all that stuff, and I coached for 2 years, and after high school before I went in the military, but I made a decision. I've been getting in shape, and I'm like, because I thought about it years, but I was down where I was at, too far away from here. But my alma mater, high school, it's like I called today, and of course they're on break, and got the number for the coach, and I want to go coach wrestling again, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, I want to do that. I want to
Well,
impart my knowledge, and I don't want to say nobody's ever wise, but just do it.
Well, you establish what you're going to do, establish your legal and lawful stuff, and move forward. I mean, it's what you got to do. You'll get it done, and then when you get to a certain point, point A, point B, point C, you'll get there. You know what you got to do. So
yeah, and where I'm at now compared to where I was, the community up here is a lot better.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just what I mean. I could walk my dog around where I used to live, and you wouldn't see anybody. Nobody would talk to you. Whatever.
right.
Up here, it's totally different.
Right. Well,
Which is
you're in
nice. I mean, it's refreshing to. Hey, up here when you're driving your car and you're coming down the road that we live off of, people like wave to you, even if they're walking or they're driving their car. And it's like, hell yeah, man, that's awesome. Man. Everybody in the neighborhood flies fucking flags, man. Yeah.
Well, you're in an environment of like minds that stand for a lot of the morals and principles and foundations of this country, freedom and liberty, and that's if I flew, and we've joked about this, but if I flew a Gadsden flag or an upside down flag or a peace flag, a civil flag down here outside of my residence, I probably somebody would file a complaint or something that it offends somebody or something, and unlike where you're at, you're surrounded by like minds and people that believe not only in America but believe in the Constitution and believe.
But I mean, I've told you with the community up here, where I'm at. So I'm not gonna say, let's just say they're ex-military.
You gotta read Zante's comment, man. That's important, bro. That's important. You gotta read that. You gotta read that.
No, I know, and I'll tell you what, man.
Come up.
Hey! When I went to my dad, hey, I'll tell you what, man. When I was in, not only basic training, but AIT because I was an engineer, but it's we didn't have any women in combat back then. Thank God. I mean, there were some in the company across the street. It was Mike 88s that were truck drivers. But
wait a minute. I want you to answer that question, man. I want you to answer that question.
Okay. No. Now I got some back history on that shit. When I was no. When I was a junior in high school, I was at State up in Chicago, wrestling freestyle and Greco, which I got 6. Unfortunately, I got 6. But one of the guy, the weight class above me, he had a. This is back in '87, right? And he had to wrestle a girl, and we made fun of him. And it's like, dude, you're gonna lose either way. You're gonna either get beat by a girl, or you're gonna beat up a girl. And he whipped the shit out of this chick, and we fucking made fun of that guy, man. It was like, yo, you beat
Yep.
up on a girl, man. I was like, I would never wrestle a girl back then, man. Back in
No, but
the
I think you
80s.
have to.
No way.
I think you have to read that comment really slowly, though.
All right.
Uh,
Are you go? Oh, that's right. Transgender. Yeah, no.
that's right.
There you go. Well, if a woman wants to put, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Well, Tulsi Gabbard. Don't get me started on her. She's cute. She's hot, but her politics, I don't agree with. What's your thoughts on Tulsi?
I would the same thing as Judge Jeanine. Dark room, cheese crackers, candlelight, couple foot rubs. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
But politics, no.
she's beautiful, man. She's cute as
Yeah,
hell.
yeah.
And I think she's a major in the National Guard. So I mean, I'd have to salute her every morning, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like
Yeah.
that too, man. I do. I mean, I don't. I think she's good looking, man. Definitely. But I don't. I
Yeah.
mean, her politics are kind of wishy washy. She's one of those quote Republic, or she was a Democrat, and then wasn't she a Democrat, and then she went Republican.
I don't think she officially went Republican yet.
But yeah, no, I mean she's up in the running between Noam and Boebert, and then probably Tulsi Gabbard. Yeah, conservatives have the best looking
Well,
women,
you got to
man.
remember,
And then
you gotta include
MTG,
Carrie
yeah,
Lake.
yeah.
Lake is hot too. Carrie Lake is hot.
Oh,
You gotta
oh God,
you got to put
dude.
Carrie
Oh
Lake in.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like her. That's why I like her as a vice. Well, she's smart as shit, though, dude. I've seen she's been
Right.
on Newsmax a lot, and she is smart as hell.
Yeah.
You know, she may be good looking, but she's smart as shit.
Well, when Boebert,
she's-
I have to tell you, when Boebert was making their little videos, strutting around the Capitol grounds there with her
pistol,
and
yeah.
her cute little ass was jiggling around there in jeans and stuff. I was like, oh shit.
Well, you know me. I like I like the
Yeah.
tiny women. You know, so yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
full disclosure, I'm heterosexual.
I mean, Christy Nome would probably kick my ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Diane Frankenstein. Yep.
Oh God.
What?
Oh.
I mean, I mean, to be honest with you, Zanti, I've been asking James what the fuck's been wrong with California, for a couple of years here, because I lived there from 75 to 77 at Hamilton Air Force Base, and it was nice back then. California was normal, back in the 70s, and then it just all, after Reagan got out, it just went fucking to shit,
It was a pro business, a very strong Republican state back then in the 70s, 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s. But when it started shifting, like I said, man, I've been here long enough. I saw the shift happening in the mid to late 90s. It started shifting, and politically, economically. But more so politically, and how the counties were changing, how the boards of supervisors were changing. Then we got a couple mayors that were, slipped in there that got away from the kind of Republican conservative line. And now we have our first openly fucking gay fucking mayor. So,
right.
fucking great, man.
Yeah. Hey, you got to celebrate that, man. Put your rainbow Speedo on and run up and down the street, right? Yeah. No, exactly. Well, I mean, she's got nurses telling her what I don't think it's nurses. Well, Joe Biden. I mean, that guy. I mean, watched some of the shit today. He said in Hawaii. The guy is fucking. He's just. He's. I swear to God, he's got Alzheimer's, man.
Yeah, he's
And he. I mean, he just goes off the script and fire in 1970 and 70 something in my 60. Dude, you're talking to people, in Hawaii that just had their entire life fucking ruined, man.
I'm
What the
telling you,
fuck are
dude,
you doing, dude?
I said this to you before, man. I don't think
God
he's gonna
damn,
make.
man.
They're gonna find a way to get him out of the 24 run. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
He ain't
no,
gonna
I
make
agree.
He ain't gonna make it, man.
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
getting too far gone now.
I mean, my opinion only, but everybody thinks that, he's in charge. And it's like, no, it's Susan Rice and Obama. Do you remember that video that Obama put out after he, after his term was up? He said, well, yeah. It'd be nice to have an earpiece in and
Right,
just do
right.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Fucking shit, man.
Well, it's Susan Rice, Valerie Jarrett,
Unbelievable.
Big Mike, and
Yeah,
Obama,
Jarrett.
and they're all running the show. And Hillary, we all know it. Along
Yep.
with the with the Comeys and the Muellers and the Brennans, they're all in the same fucking room. They're all in the same fucking room.
Well,
So,
and I mean, like the FBI and
yeah,
geez, all the intelligence
DOJ, all that.
agencies. Fuck, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
Trump.
well,
I mean, what was it? 17, 18 intelligence agencies said, yeah, it's Russian collusion. It's like, well, Mueller, who's a liberal, came out and said, no, that's not right. And what happened to, I mean, they're they want to prosecute Trump. But what happened to Gore?
Yeah.
Because he questioned the election and took it to court. Remember the hanging Chads of 2000?
Right.
I mean, I remember. I know you remember that, but
yeah.
Well,
I think we gotta. I think what's at the baseline. I've been saying this for a long time. Is we gotta stop looking to DC. We gotta stop looking to DC.
No,
so
yeah, I agree, and I mean that's another entire video about how DC is not part of the United States, but
correct.
Yeah, and people don't know that, and I'm still working on convincing a family member that it's true. And
well,
it's
anybody you're trying to convince, go tell them to look up the 1871 Organic Act.
Right.
Change that. So just go tell them to look that up, and then once they get to that rabbit hole,
you know what's funny is the lowest rated videos I ever had was the Federalist Papers. Anything that talked about the Constitution. It is low rated. Nobody wanted to watch it. Which I'm gonna probably rename this video "Army versus Navy."
It's too hard. I can't understand that. It's fucking hard. It makes my fucking brain hurt. Oh my god.
Yeah, go get your fucking cheese puffs and your fucking chocolate ice cream. Go fuck yourself.
Just go to Costco and get your lube, right?
Family size,
which is funny because I went to Costco yesterday with my dad and I didn't go down the lube aisle.
Yeah, you should have went up to him and turned into Dice Clay. You're like, where's the fucking lube around, right? Where's
the family size one? Yep.
Yeah, it's the fucking lube bag. Hey, yeah, fucking KY. Make sure you're loud and proud, right? Yeah, where's the fucking KY lubricant around here? Hey,
well, I already told you what I
already
told you what I did at Costco when I saw that hot chick.
Hey, you should
yeah.
And she was like, well, why do you? Can you wipe the saliva off your chin? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
Elevating here.
No, I'm. I'm taking your page out of your book, and I'm starting to do that more. But I'm like nice about it. I'm not going up and going, hey, sugar tits. Because because you're an East Coast guy. I'm a West Coast guy. We don't do that,
Right,
you know.
right,
So,
right. Yeah. Well, I told you the story before. I know it's funny. I've already told my son. Like when Dad retires, just make sure you put a couple thousand aside for the bail and shit because they're gonna be calling you about what did he fucking do
look at that
today?
comment, man.
What did he
That's
do? He made
fucking.
some fucking statements in a grocery store to some nice looking woman, and yeah, okay, what's the bail? So I don't give a fuck. I don't give.
Look at that comment, man, from Zanti.
Oh damn! It doesn't taste as good as.
Damn,
Oh shit!
that's
Okay,
yep,
all
yep.
right.
Me and
I don't even want to go
me
there
and
on the smokers and all that shit.
me
I
and
don't know what the fuck.
Mouthpiece Media would probably
Okay.
say the same thing, man.
All right, man. Whatever, man. Okay. First time I
Yeah,
seen a reference with KY Jelly and Smuckers together, but I'm not going there, man. I'm letting
I'm
that one go.
clapping, man. That's
It's
fucking
all you.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know who
Yeah.
you are, Zanti, and I don't know how you found me, but thanks for showing up, man. This has been pretty good. You get a lot of great comments, man.
Yeah.
What I miss is where's all the other channels. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
both of us were really popular because we said what the fuck we meant, and we didn't give a shit about it.
Right.
And
Right.
then peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can do peanut butter and jelly with the
No,
Smuckers, but
I
what
get
you're talking about
the
earlier.
reference there, man. Yep,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Okay.
awesome. Well, I mean, sorry, I mean, my all the videos I did before, I really didn't go as far as I wanted to go, like Howard Stern kind of thing. But I'm gonna do it
Yeah.
now. Fuck it,
Yeah.
because Mr.
But
James
see,
here,
but
Mouthpiece
the thing
Media,
is,
knows
man,
how I feel.
the thing is see, that's why I do this combination of I only do live feeds on YouTube because I
Right.
know if I really want to be who I really am, I can't do it on YouTube. So that's why I got the Rumble channel, So
Fuck it. I don't give a shit. They can cancel
yeah,
me again. I mean, I
yeah,
already had two channels taken down. It's like fuck it. I don't give a shit right now.
yeah, yeah. Well, I haven't had any problems on Gab or Rumble. So
Yeah, I mean, shit. I hate signing up for another account, but yeah, I'll have to get on Gab and
well,
see what
you
that's
don't
all
even
about.
need an account or anything. You just sign up with your email on Gab. You don't even need to do like all the YouTube shit and verify who you are and this bullshit and that
Right,
bullshit.
right,
It
right.
doesn't exist on Gab. It doesn't exist. So
Yeah, because I mean, literally, dude, I've never been on it. I mean, so
well,
it's
I'll
been
tell you,
good. I mean,
I have James for
interactions good.
I have James for U.S. Senator 2024. I have a group there on there.
Oh shit!
I have
Hello.
yeah, and it's I haven't had
Send me the damn link for that one.
yeah for Gab. You
Yeah,
don't need a
yeah.
link. You just go to gab.com and sign up.
No, no,
gab.com.
no, no, no. I want to
Oh,
follow you, dude.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Give you some support, man.
Well, I don't know how am I gonna send it to your email or whatever, right?
No,
Email.
just yeah. Email, yeah,
Yeah. Okay, I'll send it to you. I'll send you a link.
yeah. Yeah.
But I'll send you a link to my FPF, my Freedom and Prosperity Forum group, and my profile on Gab.
Okay, cool.
And
Yeah. I mean,
once
dude, seriously, I've been away for 6 months, and it's like I logged into Rumble today because I was like, I wanted to see some of your stuff you put up on Rumble,
remember I
and I'm
told
like,
you, right?
fuck, I couldn't, I couldn't find the search button, and then it was like, um, finally
Well, I
found
tell
it,
you.
and I'm like, shit, man, I've been out of this so long.
Well, I told you, right? On the first Rumble video, the oldest one that's up there, right? The first one. There's only 3 up there, right? The first video I did, Parallel Economies Part 1, that has all the Gab links and everything else right there in the
Yeah,
comment.
well, I watched part 3.
Well, I'm saying if you
'Cause
want the
that-
reference point, you just can
Yeah,
click the link. You'll go
well,
right there.
you're gonna make me go watch one of your fucking videos to
No, you don't have to
get
watch
you.
it.
No,
Just go to
just
the
fucking
comment.
email it to me, dude.
Just go to the
Jeez.
comments on the video and click
No,
the
I
comment.
don't want to go to a different thing. Just email it to me.
All right. All right.
It's too much for a pain in the ass. That's what I'm figuring out is this shit. Um,
All right. I'll send it to you.
wait, I almost deleted my subscription yesterday. To what?
Yep.
Zanty
Yep.
Misfit. Um, which subscription to what? Rumble, Gab, certain person. What? Who? What? Where? When? And why? Oh, me. Okay. Sorry. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm whatever, man. I've been out for 6 months. You may like me, you may not. Whatever. But he's had some good comments tonight, or he, she,
Well,
whatever, transgender.
I think what's most important is whether somebody likes you or doesn't. Is
I
if
don't. I mean,
they know anybody, if they know anybody of like minds or trying to build the same kind of things or connect with the same, whatever. You don't have to
yeah. Well, I
participate
mean,
yourself, whatever. But
I watch. I mean, on TV, I watch. People I don't like, but I like what they're saying.
Mhm.
And it's like, well, that person pisses me off, but what they're talking about, spot on. You know.
Right.
And it's whatever, man. I don't care. Yeah.
Well, I don't have that same reaction when I watch people like Tulsi Gabbard. I think other things when I'm looking at Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah, right.
But
Right. Well,
she
dude,
has been
if
saying
you,
she has
I
been
mean, I
saying some
can't,
really good shit lately. I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
can't believe they're not down there in California. Well, maybe I can because it's California, but they're not showing these Christy Nome videos, man. Holy crap, dude! She's
I haven't
like a
seen it.
plum.
Yeah, they're not airing them down here at all.
She's a
So
plumber in one. The new one's she's an electrician, and it's like, oh my god, yummy, yummy, yummy.
oh damn, we're gonna have to go find these now. We're gonna
Yeah,
have to find.
I mean,
Right.
probably on YouTube you could find it. Just go,
Yeah,
Gnome videos or Christy Gnome videos. I mean,
yeah,
holy
yeah,
crap, dude! And the newest one I saw tonight was I was like, holy shit, new video. She's got her hair up and it's like ponytails. Two
oh
ponytails, and I'm like, oh my god, man.
yeah, yeah,
Sorry for all you women out there that may watch this
yeah.
or may not watch it.
She's hot. Yeah,
But
she's just
I mean,
hot.
guys are guys, man. That's the other thing, man. It's like you can't be a guy anymore. You can't
Right,
make
right.
comments, and I mean, I would never catcall, a woman or anything like that. But it's like shit, man. If you see a good looking woman, just say, "Man, you were good looking." I mean, I did it at Bimart the other day when I wanted to buy something. You're good looking. Shook her hand and said, "Have a great day."
Yeah.
Yes. You're not gonna get a, home
I mean, you
run
would
every time
like
you.
you wouldn't go into Walmart and see like a really hot Walmart associate and go like, "Hey, sugar tits, where's the fucking pound of milk?"
No, fuck no, dude. I'm not from the
Oh, okay,
East
yeah,
Coast. I'm not from the East Coast, man. No,
yeah, yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
from the
Okay,
city you're from. Let's just put it that way.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Rocky! Adrian!
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we could do Arnold, right? Get to the
I
chopper.
can't do Arnold, man. Get
Get
to
to
the
the chopper.
chopper!
I'm here
That's
to
gotta be
save you.
the
You don't
most.
want to be saved. Get to the chopper.
Yeah, You know me. I'm not good at voices, man. Get to
Yeah,
the chopper.
yeah. You gotta
Uh-oh.
pretend like you're like 320
Come here,
pounds.
Remo.
You're like Mr. Olympia, and you're get that
Yeah.
grungy voice, like.
Well, I'll never get there. I've been working out a lot, and I'm like, I added more weight today to the
What's your
Chuck
buddy?
Norris Total Gym, and holy fuck, dude! I mean, I feel good, but I've never been. I mean, I power lifted, I wrestled. I could never build muscle. Come here,
Yeah.
Remo. Come here. You want to say hi
Your
to
buddy,
James?
your
Come
buddy,
here.
yeah, your buddy wants some loving.
Come here. Come here. Are you sleeping? Come here. Look, come here.
There you
Dad's
go.
right here.
He just wants some love, and that's all he
Come here.
wants.
Well, he's he's deaf. He's almost blind now, and
He just wants daddy.
his brain is gone. He goes. You know where I'm at, but he goes to the shed door instead of coming to the back door to let him in when he goes out. But yes, we'll
That's
go
all
outside here in a second.
right. Just give him a lot of love. Let him know he's loved.
Here,
You know,
let's see.
keep
Let's
him.
turn on the camera
He'll be
here.
fine.
Let's see.
He'll be fine. Well, I think we lost Bill again. Let's see here. Yep. Okay, we lost him again. I think he was trying to pick up Remo. But anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I don't know who's watching or who's still here. I know it's a very very long stream, but yeah, it's one of I think Bill's first real good live streams back. So yeah, more to come. More to come. Good stuff. Um, but I think I'm gonna. I think I'm going to. I'll wait. I'll wait a minute here, see if he comes back. But I just got home from work a little while ago. I got a long day here, so glad to meet you folks and whoever's watching. Some of us that are catch us on the real restream know that Bill and I have been collaborating and been doing these live feeds back and forth for years now, and so we're just two guys that believe staunchly in liberty, freedom, truth, awareness, Constitution, Bill of Rights, all this stuff. So we've been having fun for a few years now, trying to build stuff, but very frustrating. And we both taken breaks off of social media for a while, and had our channel shut down, had a lot of our video content deleted by YouTube and this and that. So we've been trying to build for a long time, and you know, a lot of disappointment, a lot of frustration, but we're still here. And yeah, let's see. I'm still going solo here. Yep. And I can't look at comments or anything else when I'm in the studio here, as they say on StreamYard. I don't have any of that access to that on the feed. Only when Bill's up here as the host can I see it. So I can't see any comments, but I don't know. His phone might have rebooted again, like it did before. But anyway, maybe we just lost him for the evening. I don't know, but good to participate with you all and interact and stuff. Good feed. We're just having fun. We're trying to build, trying to connect. So if you're liking what you're seeing, liking what you're hearing, come on back next time and watch for content. Watch for on Bill's channel here, and we'll go forward from there. So I'll bid you all good night and take care. Be well, be safe, be formidable. Keep your head on the swivel. Make sure you're running that situational awareness at all times, and wish you wellness, and wish you safety. Be well, everybody. Take care. We'll catch you later.
don't know if I'm live again or what. Sorry, my phone rebooted. So yeah, well, it could be YouTube Nazis. Yeah, don't know. I gotta scroll up and check out that video that Zanti sent. Who was that? That was oh, I can't. That's bullshit. StreamYard sucks sometimes. Anyway, peace out, guys. Sorry, my phone rebooted and I couldn't get back until now. So anyway, peace out. Take care. Love you.